It was not true. It's not too late. It's not too late.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the fastest paced news comedy program in the history of the world. This is the Dusty Smith Show, and holy shit, got an impossibly packed show for you guys tonight. Hard to believe how much we have to fucking cover. Look at all this stuff, folks. Good lordy. Gonna be really fast paced tonight. We're gonna do a speed run through this motherfucker, but luckily, it's not too late. You're right on time, and you're very wise to tune in tonight. Thank you, guys. As always, I love you. So let's go ahead and jump in the show. As a reminder, at halftime, we're going to read all of the super chats. We had one already from Polly Pockets, who said they weren't going to be here tonight, but it disappeared because stupid. But every single super chat going to be read at halftime, so get them in early, get them in often, or more like yourself forever and ever. On the lifeblood of the show, the super chats would help support the show. All of them read at halftime. But let's go ahead and jump in the show, motherfuckers. Let's do a little religious bullshit. Turn your hymnals to page 1 and sing along with me if you know the words. It's a very complicated song. Goes a little something like, religious bullshit, religious bullshit, religious bullshit. It's time for religious bullshit. Everybody, it's time for religious bullshit. And as always, it's gonna be depressing because religious motherfuckers are out of their goddamn minds. So, North Carolina, what the fuck's wrong with y'all? Here's you, Lieutenant Governor, and he wants you to know God wants us to be led by men, not women. God wants supreme alpha male specimens like this fella to run us all.
WRL State Government reporter Travis Fain joining us now for context. Travis, how typical were these comments? God calls men, not women, to leadership positions. You can listen to the clip here from the church's YouTube channel.
Getting ready to get in trouble. Called to be led by men.
All right, what the fuck? Play.
Getting ready to get in trouble. Called to be led by men.
Yeah! That's a lot of women cheer. Fuck us, right?
God sent women out when he was supposed to do, when they had to do that thing. But when it was time to face down Goliath, sent David.
Why did he send anybody? God wanted it done. Why didn't he just fucking do it himself? You know, like an all-powerful being might. If God needs your help, don't think he's God.
Adivita David.
Woohoo! Lieutenant Governor is but I mean, he's right. That's what the Bible says, folks. Women, shut the fuck up and get in the kitchen. Hey, that's not me saying that. That's God saying that in the book he wrote. So, can't argue with God. I mean, I guess you could, but you shouldn't. You shouldn't, Christian women. Shut the fuck up. And then, folks, I would love to say this is a hate preacher, and it is a hate preacher. But this is one of the leading Republican candidates right now, Christian nationalist and mega pastor Mark Burns. Remember I covered this guy? He lied about his military service. He lied about the college he went to. He was busted live on national television, lying about fucking everything. So, of course, he's the darling of the MAGA community, because why wouldn't he be? And let's listen to what he has to say.
The LGBT, transgender, grooming our children's minds is a national security threat because it is ultimately designed to destabilize the republic we call the United States of America. That's why when I'm elected, I don't want to just vote. I want to start holding people accountable for treason to the Constitution. I am going to push to reenact HUAC. HUAC is the House of Un-American Activities Committee.
Oh, yeah.
It was a real committee that was formulated back in the 50s, and it's a committee that we should reenact that starts holding these people accountable.
McCarthyism? You're bringing back fascism and McCarthyism? Super cool! The people trying to overthrow our government and install Trump as a dictator want to try us for supporting trans people, I guess, believing in gay and trans rights. Super cool! Super cool. Who's to say it's not going to happen, folks? As far and as fast as this goddamn country is falling. Get ready for the theocracy. It's coming.
For treason Lindsey Graham should be held accountable for treason for supporting Joe Biden's gun-grabbing Second Amendment law that he's trying to push forward. Lindsey Graham, my opponent's mentor, just stated that I am supporting all initiatives that Joe Biden has put forward with gun control, and he is pushing for others, Democrats, to push it to a vote. Mitch McConnell just stated to urge other Republican senators to support Lindsey Graham to come after our guns, to confiscate our guns. That should be held for treason, not just be voting people. No, we need to hold people for treason, start having some public hearings, and start executing people who are found guilty for their treasonous acts against the Constitution of the United States of America, just like they did back in 1776.
Yay! Hooray! Golf clap for executing people for treason. Hey, but what about the January 6th? No, they're fine. They're fine. Hey, how about Trump himself for cause? No, not okay. Of course. I love how they claim that January 6th was Antifa, but also Ashley Babbitt was a hero. Which is it? Which is it? Is she Antifa or is she a hero? You gotta pick one there. Gotta pick one. And then, folks, hey, more homophobia. Of course. From the religion of peace and love, here's Christian hate pastor from the Steadfast Church saying we should just line gay people up on the walls and shoot them in the back of the head. Yeah, well, what, you fucking coward? Why the back of the head? At least have the guts to shoot them right in the front of the... No, don't shoot them, period. Maybe, I don't know as much.
Say is the answer, is the solution for the homosexual in 2022, here in the New Testament, here in the book of Romans, that they are worthy of death. These people should be put to death. Every single homosexual in our country should be charged with the crime, the abomination of homosexuality that they have. They should be convicted in a lawful trial. They should be sentenced with death. They should be lined up against the wall and shot in the back of the head. That's what God teaches. That's what the Bible says.
Wait. Where in the fucking Bible does it mention guns? Much less like shooting people in the back of the head in firing squad, shoot them in the front. That just seems cowardly as shit, dude.
You don't like it? You don't like God's word.
I don't like God's word.
That is what God says.
I don't believe that you speak for God. I believe you're a hate pastor, you're a disgusting piece of shit. Probably gay yourself, but maybe not. Maybe you're not gay. Maybe you're just an awful piece of garbage, you know? A subhuman, basically. But either way, I reject your God. Fuck your God. And fuck you, motherfucker. And next up, on religious bullshit, Thanos was right. Need to snap these motherfuckers off the planet. Apparently, Christians are mad at the new Miss Marvel TV show, cause she a Muslim. I actually watched the new Miss Marvel TV show, and like all Star Wars. It's not Star Wars, it's Marvel. It says it right there in the title. But it's a kid's show, like Star Wars, was my point. But it was okay, like it was fine. If you're a kid, it's not horrible. And here's how much I don't pay attention. Like, I was really stoned at the time, I gotta admit, but I didn't realize she was Muslim. I thought she was Indian. I thought her parents were Hindu. I am bad at this. Anyway, Christians against Miss Marvel. Already got 14,000 members. Super cool. About Miss Marvel might be the biggest slap in the face for conservative Christians today. Really? The biggest slap in the face? The Miss Marvel? The children's show? Come on, have you watched my videos? My videos are a lot fucking more insulting than goddamn Miss Marvel. Come on, step up your outrage, Christians. Disney has decided that the face of this franchise should not be Carol Danvers. Yeah, they mad it's not a blonde white woman, but like it was a blonde white woman, you guys hated her too. You hated her. Anyway, but should instead be a gay Muslim. She gay? I'm pretty sure the character's not gay. I don't know about the actress, but the character was like macking out with her best friend almost on the show, spoiler alert, so pretty sure not gay. No more straight Christian characters from Marvel. Aren't they almost all straight? I don't know about Christian. I mean, some of them are like scientists. They probably don't believe in that outdated religious bullshit. Those days are over. Please join us as we let Disney know that we will not be canceled. Or isn't you guys the ones trying to cancel her? Canceling this show? How is them having whatever type of show they want on their own network canceling you? You guys starting this group is the exact opposite of, you're trying to cancel. Oh, well, don't think about it. It doesn't make any sense. It never fucking does. And last up, on religious bullshit, folks, you're about to be converted. Once again, proof that God exists. So this Jezebel apparently slept with a married man. And God, as he's wont to do, turned her into a goat or something. Half horse, it says. I guess nothing happened to the married man. He only fucks with the women. You know, you can cheat on your wife and you're fine, but if you're the woman he cheats with, half horse. So prepare to be converted, folks. Prepare to believe. Here we go. Look, proof.
Kwani kachukua mume huyu wa mtu? Hajachukua mume wa mtu.
Look the tail. Look the tail. Oh my fucking God, y'all. Jesus, I am so sorry for my sinful ways. I now believe in you. Please do not turn me into a goat or a horse or a cow, whatever the fuck. I have had sex with married women before. Please don't do this. Please do not torture me forever, Jesus. Oh, wait a minute. Let me watch that video again. Okay. So first off, these are cow's feet. Just gonna say that's that's dead. This woman, her I'm guessing she's either has no legs, more likely her legs are buried in the sand. That would be my guess. And then they got pull them back. Let's see. Pull the skirt. Just let us see. No, I'm a pervert. Sorry. Don't get excited. All right, let's keep going. They super concerned with the horse lady. Yeah, stand up. Oh, but look, it's proof. The tail is twitching. But let's look at that more close. Oh, I see the rope pulling it. Let's see. Yeah, look, you got the rope in your hand. You're literally pulling it. I see you, dude. You have to have a smaller rope than that. You guys should have used fishing line or something. You're the worst magicians ever. All right. I take it back, Jesus. Fuck you. I am going to continue to have sex with married women. I don't give a fuck. And that's my religious bullshit. Bing bong. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Giddy up, motherfuckers. And now, gonna do my favorite segment. Little something I like to call Beyond's Parody! And first off, on tonight's Beyond Parody, folks, this is a throwback to a simpler time when we could make fun of the NRA on national television, but this went viral again because of all the gun talk. This is definitely going to get me copyrighted, but anyway, here is this dude getting fucking owned by John Oliver.
Guns went down. Suicide with guns also went down. 0 mass shootings.
What did happen? Australia still has murders, rapes, and robberies, last I checked.
Unless you can get rid of 100% of crime, it's not worth doing at all.
Well, put it this way. It's illegal to have crack cocaine anywhere in the United States. Do you think if somebody really wants it, they can get their hands on crack cocaine in America?
So unless we can completely get rid of drugs, there's no point in having drug laws at all.
Blink, 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 blink. Let me think about that one for a second. Be the first time ever in my life.
Well, I guess effectively, it doesn't work.
Oh, it doesn't work.
You can't argue with Philip. Even his logic is bulletproof.
Well, let me put it to you this way. There are more drownings in backyards where they have pools. If they don't have a pool, there are no drownings in backyards, okay? So the U.S. has a very high number of guns. Therefore, there's going to be more chances for somebody to be killed with a gun.
Right.
Right.
Right. That's my point.
Yeah, that's literally our point. Holy shit. You can't reason with these folks. You can't talk to them. Logic has no bearing on their fucking brains. Holy shit. And I love the deer in the headlights look on that guy's face. And folks, starting to think conservatives might not be very educated in math. Not their friends. So Newsmax did a poll, and you can believe it, because Newsmax is reporting it. 77% of K through 12 Texas school employees don't want to be armed. Yeah, no shit. They're getting paid, what, $40,000 a year They don't want to be a policeman. They don't want to do your job. They don't want to be a target. School shooters. Hey, all these teachers are armed. Bang in your head, teacher. Well, we just saw that problem right away anyway. They don't want to be armed or expected to intercept a gunman. Yeah, no shit. To which a lot of the MAGA people, a lot of the conservatives, don't like this. They're like, that's 33% who will protect the kids. The others want to groom them. That's right. First off, before we get into the horrible math, which I do see. First off, if you don't want to carry a gun around and be expected to intercept gunmen, you're obviously a pedophile, teachers. Fuck all y'all. You're the enemy suddenly to these goddamn conservatives. But literally, you conservatives clearly need these teachers' help because 77% don't want. That means there's 23% that are okay with it, not 33%. Math, what the fuck? Embarrassing. You're not the only one to make this mistake because they're all dumb. Okay, let the 13% who do be armed and handle the situation. You're going the wrong direction with it. The first guy, too much, you too little. What is wrong with you people? 23, 77 plus 23, it's 100%. That's the way math works. I don't know, but you guys might want to consider taking some adult classes at your local college or some shit. Work it out. And then, folks, on Beyond Parody, Russians are just like Americans. Basically, they're just like our conservatives are over here. They're so full of shit. Fake tough guys, fake patriots. When it comes down to it, they won't actually put their actions where their mouths are. So here's a video coming from over there in Russia where these people are like, hey, how do you feel about the Ukrainian war? And they're like, I would give my life to fight for this country. Let's see how they respond when they're given that chance.
Пойти воевать. Готов?
So I'm going to have to read this because it's all in foreign. So I'm going to turn this down a little bit and read it to you. Will Russians volunteer? What are you ready to do for Russia? I'm ready to fight for it. Are you ready? Yes. Would you give your name and signature to this patriotic list of general mobilization? You would be one of the first sent. No. Why not? Because they're... He's like, no. Because there are better people than me. Who? Who better than you? Why are they better than you? But you said you were ready. What's stopping you? I don't want to. Yeah, no shit. Called that bluff. So you're not gonna do it? No. What are you ready to do for your side, Russia? To die, this guy says. I'm gonna die. And then he's like, no, in spite of everything, I'm not ready. Fuck this. Why not? It's frightening. Yeah, war's frightening. But you're okay sending other people to die for it, aren't you? What are you willing to do for your side, Russia? He asked this old guy. Death! I'm ready to die! Kill me right now! I love Mother Russia. Are you ready to die for your country? Yes! Fuck yes! Is this not patriotism? He runs away. No, fuck that. I ain't giving you my name. I ain't going first. Are you a patriot? Of course I am. What are you willing to do for your side? Anything. We have a list of patriots. Could you leave us your contact information? And if there's a general mobilization, you'll be... Wait a minute. Weren't you ready? Says the guy. Is the guy runs off. Where you going, motherfucker? Yeah, run. Brave, 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 brave Sir Robin. Just like it is over here. All these fucking tough guys love the military. Enlist, motherfucker. Do it. But they ain't gonna do it because they fake. Patriotism. God damn it, I feel like I have such camaraderie now with Russia. It's just the same everywhere you go. And speaking of parodies, holy shit. Troglodyte here, cave woman, Marjorie Taylor Greene, doesn't know basic words. She's worried that her rights have been flagrantly violated. Flagrantly, you know, like, I guess smells good. She loves the way that her rights being violated smells, apparently.
And why their due process rights are being so flagrantly and horrifically violated.
Yeah, that word is flagrantly you're looking for there. You fucking moron. Goddamn. The best of the best sent to Congress from Republicans, as always. And then, folks, this one, the ending. Mwah, mwah, mwah. 3 chef kiss, delicious. So, the cult of Trump on a giant display here. on the One America News Network. Not only is this creepy as fuck and obvious occult, but the ending makes it all the more perfect. Let's have a look.
We here at One America News would like to say thank you, President Trump.
Thank you, Trump.
Your legacy as a patriot is unquestionable. You have inspired countless millions and shown our nation what it truly means to make America great again.
Thank
For
you.
One America News, I'm Peterson Sharp.
Generic Viagra delivered within 48 hours in discreet packaging on approval. No one will know but you. Oh, and your mailbox. RexMD.com is the fast, easy, and affordable way to get generic Viagra.
I mean, it's sort of appropriate. Trump does seem to make you motherfuckers dick hard. He's basically like cult Viagra, so it kind of matches. Kind of matches. Love it. Love it. It's beyond parody. And then, folks, you know who's extremely normal in their daddy-daughter relationship? Jordan Peterson and his train wreck. So she has her own podcast, and Buckaroo Benzo decided to be on it. Wokeism and hookup culture and advice. New episode out now. Super cool. Definitely want to have your daddy on to talk about hookup culture and gender differences. Experts on hookup culture. Jordan Peterson. You know, he's getting all that pussy. And anyway, folks, they're so fucking weird. So you guys remember when Jordan Peterson decided to bitch that Sports Illustrated chose to have a plus-size model on their cover? Steve Aoki's cousin. He was like, you guys are being authoritarian by choosing what you want on your own magazine cover. So he got out there and bitched and made fun of somebody for their weight, and then he got some slack back, you know, as what happens on the internet. You get out there and you talk mad bullshit gets talked back to you. I should know. I have had that done to me quite a few times. And if you dish it out, you better be able to take it. But he can't, so he quit Twitter. So here he is on his daughter's show, just a bitching about it. And it's hard to believe this is real, but it is. Let's try it with sound this time.
Tweeted out, sorry, not beautiful.
And then everyone got upset.
Yes, they did. They had a rather overweight young woman with a very revealing swimsuit on the cover. And I thought, no, the cover bothered me a lot because it was a cheap manipulation of something that had been working very well for Sports Illustrated.
How the fuck is a cheap manipulation? God damn it, this is so stupid. First off, it's just capitalism. No one gives a shit about Sports Illustrated swimsuit models anymore. Unlimited porn with women who look way better than Sports Illustrated model are available for free all over the place. No one gives a fuck. So they had to do something to make people talk about it and buy their magazine again. So they decided to do something different, which worked because you're fucking talking about it. Who's manipulating you, you motherfucker? The same people that claim that we care about Mr. Potato Head or Dr. Seuss literally just cried about fucking everything so they could become the victims.
It was also an insistence that all of a sudden this non-athletic body is as beautiful as the standard swimsuit model.
What the fuck are you talking about? Who said that? No one is saying, hey, to the majority of the population, plus size models are just as physically attractive as thin in shape models. No one is saying that. Who the fuck says that? Just because they tried something different? You're literally just making this up to have something to be outraged by. So you can claim that what you did was right somehow.
It's not as athletic, and it's not as healthy.
No one said it was, motherfucker. They just put something different because capitalism makes them want to make more fucking money, and it worked.
That's that. And then it's a lie that's a manipulation of that young woman. They're not on her side. They're exploiting her. And
They're not fucking exploiting her. She knows that she's a little bit overweight. She don't give a fuck. She enjoys being on the cover. She enjoys making that fucking money. She enjoys the clout. God damn it, this is so bizarre.
may be participating in that exploitation, but they're still exploiting her. So don't pull any moral stunts on me because you're irritated about my opinion.
What kind of indignant he is. I'm so right about this. I dare you call me out for being stupid as fuck. Yeah, you stupid as fuck, motherfucker. You're wrong about this in every goddamn possible way. You're just making up shit to be outraged by. You're so fucking transparent. The fact that you're so outraged by it is hilarious.
When it's bloody clear to anybody with eyes that was manipulative in 20 different ways. Not everyone's a genius. Not everyone's Picasso. Not everyone's young and healthy. Not everyone is a Sports Illustrated swimsuit model, period.
Like literally anybody that Sports Illustrated chooses to be a model is a Sports Illustrated model. That's sort of how that fucking shit works. Me? They pay my ass to put me in a bikini on the cover Sports Illustrated model. I would be a Sports Illustrated model. The fuck you even talking about?
And fuck you if you don't like it.
Fuck you if you don't. You're the one that doesn't like it, motherfucker. You're the one that doesn't like the fact that a private company put whoever the fuck they want to on the cover of their magazine. Gonna be all indignant and outraged by it. Holy shit. Always beyond parody. Jordan Peterson and his creepy ass daughter and digraph. Hassani Beat. He also mad that apparently there's a trans cheerleader on the Carolina Panthers. Oh no! Oh no! Look what they've taken from us! So he gotta chime in. Not beautiful either! Happy now, Twitter trolls. Imagine this motherfucker talking about Twitter trolls. A motherfucker who's a troll himself, whose fan base is almost exclusively these right-wing 4chan trolls. 4chan. Freudian slip. 4chan trolls. Gonna call other people trolls. Just no self-awareness whatsoever, and I agree with the side. I like this version of Jordan Peterson, who chimes in once a week about what he's unable to jerk off to and how awful that is. First off, I think he protests too much. Guarantee you, Jordan Peterson jerking off to the trans porn, as we all do. What? And next up on Beyond Parody, Dave Rubin. Want you guys to know they ruined the rainbow, the fucking gays. Aren't you gay? Don't think about it. The gays, they ruined the rainbow. I can't believe they did that, folks.
But as far as my thoughts on Pride Month and everything, I mean, first off, Pride is not something you need a month for. Pride isn't even something you need a day for. Pride isn't something you have to scream about. Like, I am proud of what I do, the work that I do, what I've presented to the world, I suppose.
Don't be.
I wasn't always proud of everything that I've done. I'm not proud of everything I've done in my past. You know what I mean? But that, first off, the idea that it's a month is just completely ridiculous. That we have a month, a Black History Month, and a Pride Month. None of it means anything. It's all corporate package nonsense.
Okay, right. Who cares? Fine.
But there's something specific about the word pride that I don't like. It's like, pride isn't something you have to tell people you have. Like, pride is something you earn by doing something good, by living a good life. You
mean like overcoming being ostracized, bullied, and picked on, being one of the most marginalized classes in our society, and instead of letting it get you down and kill yourself, you're proud of overcoming that and standing up and normalizing your...
feel pride in what you do. So I want nothing to do with it. I have nothing to do with it. It has nothing to do
forcing
with me.
You?
They've also ruined the rainbow. The rainbow used to be fun. The rainbow was a couple colors and went like...
That's right. Remember how fun the rainbow used to be when it was a reminder to God that he murdered everybody on the face of the planet? All the babies, all the cute little kittens, puppy dogs, everybody and everything except for one family. But he promised he wouldn't do it again, y'all. Remember when it was a great reminder of that? Of the entire murder of all the human race, everyone family? Yeah, it was so cool. Before the fucking gays ruined it with their love and acceptance.
Like this, and at the other end, you might find a pot of gold with the midget. Pretty good. Everybody likes that.
Little person. That's
wait, midget gets us demonetized? I always forget. Is that...
No. You don't care. No. You're just trying to be edgy.
No, come on.
You're so transparent. So, fucking gays! Ruin the goddamn rainbow. I dare you. And last up, on Beyond Parody, Benny Johnson. This is the greatest example of, how are you doing, fellow kids? Holy shit, this is so cringe. This is Benny Johnson, the guy that does the Left Can't Meme show, which is a show of nothing but right-wing memes that are really stupid. Just trying so hard to appeal to the 4chan crowd, to the Gen Z crowd. Benny Johnson, Governor DeSavage goes goblin mode on Washington Post after they try to smear his based press secretary. This is why I hate the word based, because these are the motherfuckers using this word. This 4chan nonsense. Everybody's based. So based. Just cringy as fuck, Benny Johnson. And also, beyond parody. Rolling with the homies. Yeah. Now, folks, right in the next section, a little something I like to call Trash World. Dumpster fire, hellish trash world. And first off, on tonight's Trash World, I gotta slow down, folks. I'm going too fast now. Now, look how much show I gotta go. I still got plenty to cover in 90 minutes, so we're good. Everybody don't panic. So first off, on the Trash World, so after Shoe on Head, you might remember, repackaged Annie No-Go, who gives Kill List to Anton, and made it super viral, and all the right-wing chuds picked up on it. Remember, that happened. So then the Republicans picked up on it after she made it go super viral, and now they are trying to pass a law to ban drag shows in the presence of minors. Yay! Super cool! I mean, they ain't done shit about the guns. They haven't fixed their electrical grid. It's all fucked, but cool! Thank you, Shu. Appreciate it. Now we get more hatred and bills against drag people and gay people. Super cool! Following several news stories and videos over the weekend in which underage Texas children were subjected to inappropriate sexual content by adults, State Representative Brian Slatton announced he plans to file legislation protecting kids from drag shows and other inappropriate displays as soon as the next legislative section. So, hooray! Thank you, Shu. Sure appreciate it. And I agree with Hassan once again. What's up, Hassan? Texas took more action against drag queens than guns after 19 kids died in an elementary school shooting. And yep, that's what it's all about, folks. Trash. Super fucking trash. And this is the kind of shit it leads to. This is so depressing. Here's a bunch of fucking bigots harassing a drag queen as she's leaving I guess she's leaving her drag show. Thanks, Shu.
Do you like dancing for little children? You don't think that's disgusting? Dancing around for little children? Away from me. Don't you think that's disgusting? I need you to get the fuck away. Hey, well, you can't just touch me. You don't think that's disgusting? You touch me. Your mom's a bitch. Go on. You don't think that's disgusting? Dancing for little children. You should be ashamed of yourself. Dancing for little children. You should be ashamed of yourself. I fuck him. Is he a child? No. You guys dance with little children. You should be ashamed of yourselves. You're disgusting. Think about what you just did. Okay, that's fine, but you dance naked in front of little children. You did. You did. Do I stop it, you bitch? Stop. You dance in front of little children. Stop. You dance in front of little children.
Super cool. Awesome. Thanks, Shu. Hooray. And hey, here's what it's leading to, folks. A 16-year-old trans boy in Texas tried to kill himself after investigation of families ordered. He was admitted to a psych facility. When the staff learned he was undergoing hormone therapy, they turned his family in for child abuse. Imagine, folks, you're actually lucky enough to have a family that supports you, that loves you. And because of you, they're being investigated for child abuse. You're already feeling like shit about yourself. You're already going through so much. And then, because of you, the parents you love, the parents who are actually supporting you, are now being investigated by the police. Which I'm sure also affects his brothers and sisters. Like, what the fuck have we become? They don't give a shit about these kids' lives. Just evil personified. Apparently, the hotel staff learned he had hormone therapy. They were forced to turn his family in. They had no choice because of the laws put in place by the conservatives in Texas. Yeah, I'm fucking pretty pissed about this goddamn bullshit. And it kind of feels like these guys just want to do Nazi stuff. And of course they do. Far-right Christian fascist influencer led attack on Dallas drag event. Yeah, we saw that. Here's Steven Crowder. So if anyone here really, if anyone more like Hitler, most like Hitler, we could argue it's these people abusing children. Yeah, the drag queens, they're basically Hitler, folks, says these fascist fucks. This is the kind of shit that happens when you go out of your way to spread right-wing narratives. This is exactly the kind of shit that's going to happen. Here's Charlie Kirk. Also jumping on the bandwagon. The same people who want to raise the age limit to own a gun want there to be no restrictions against toddlers going into gay bars to watch drag strippers perform. Pretty obvious. None of this is really about protecting children. I mean, it is obvious that for you, none of it's about protecting children. I saw the drag event they had. It wasn't in any way harmful to children. If anything, it was teaching them to have more self-esteem. It was completely harmless. But yes, letting kids get a hold of assault weapons, sort of bad for kids. 19 10-year-olds just died, motherfucker, but who cares, right? It's always opposite day with these motherfuckers. And then Shu put out a apology, but it wasn't, I'm not going to fucking read it. It doesn't matter. Basically, she said she's never been responsible for a platform and she's never going to be, and she still believes what she said. But she's sorry that she's getting bullshit from it. That was her whole message, basically. And here's the weird part. Apparently, this is a Volsh's subreddit. And apparently now they're blocking and deleting posts that are critical of Shu. They claim any post now that is inappropriately, what is the word they use? Parasocial towards Shu. They're going to ban and start blocking people. You know, I'm almost impressed. I'm almost impressed by how much Shu has an army of people willing to defend her from any kind of criticism. The use of kid gloves on her all the time. I told you guys the story about how when I was kind of ostracized from everybody for turning against the anti-SJW community, I got invited to an SJW group on Twitter of other people who were also sort of ostracized that were considered SJW. And they only had one rule in the group. You weren't allowed to criticize Shu on Head. I shit you not. They kicked me out of the group because I defended Vadim Newquist for mildly criticizing Shu on Head. It's just insane. You can't fucking criticize them. But hey, who cares, right? We know what this leads to. We know what she's doing. We know what this leads to. Fucking laws, more laws against gay and transgender people. More hatred towards drag queen, gay, lesbian, queer people. But let's not fucking criticize, folks. You get banned from that, and these are incredibly popular left-wing sites and forums. Just nuts. Nuts, folks. It's like even our own side aids and abets this bullshit. How can we possibly have any hope when our own side is doing this shit too? There's no respite from it. It's just so fucking disappointing. Parasocial. Yeah, parasocial is like when you feel like you have a relationship with somebody on the internet or somebody you don't actually know, somebody's famous. It's like a one-sided relationship. It's parasocial. But it doesn't mean anything. That's just something they say in order to give them permission to ban whatever they want to. They can just call anything parasocial. And they can ban the criticism and the people that criticize. Because you make up your own mind why they're doing that, folks. And Elon Musk. So he pulled another Twitter deal. Probably. He's demanded that Twitter show him all kinds of inside information and whatnot. But I read about this a couple weeks ago. But more information is coming out about the people who are actually funding his Twitter takeover. And shockingly, not really, completely unsurprisingly, one of the main people who are backing his Twitter deal are a Dubai-based investment group whose firm founder was once dubbed a human supercomputer. Saudi Arabia. That's who's going to be part owner of Twitter if Elon Musk takes it over, folks. I can't believe the stupidity of people to think for 1 second a billionaire wants to take over Twitter, one of the main disseminations of information on the planet, because he cares about free speech. How stupid would you have to be to believe that? I guess so stupid you would believe that Saudi Arabia wants to be part owner in Twitter because they care about free speech. This is on the level of they hate us for our freedoms when they talk about Muslim terrorists. It's just so stupid, folks. But this is the conservative hero. They always fall for these con artists. They don't have the ability to think for them fucking selves. And now the Attorney General of Texas has said he's going to file charges against Twitter and investigate them because they haven't released enough information about the Twitter bots. A dude who does nothing about 19 kids being murdered. Investigate why 19 police officers stood outside a classroom while kids were getting shot. Investigate Twitter bots. Yep, easy choice. Literally doing the dirty work for billionaire Elon Musk. Because that's what conservatives are put in power to do. To maintain and defend the interest of the rich. And folks, I got in a lot of trouble. And when I mean trouble, it was a few dumbasses bitching about me in the comments, who I don't give a fuck about. But people were mad at me because I gave an opinion about the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. Now, my opinion is I don't like her. I think she may be more to blame. I don't think either one of them are totally innocent. I listened to the recording of Johnny Depp saying we physically abused each other. He said that with his own mouth. I heard it. He said we physically abused each other. I dared say that I thought they were both somewhat at fault. And so I got both Johnny Depp fans and Amber Heard fans messaging me, leaving comments, how disappointed they were. Johnny Depp fans were like, I dare you say Johnny Depp hit her, abused her in any way, even though he said with his own mouth he did. I dare you. What the fuck, Dusty? You clearly didn't watch the trial. And the other side is like, I dare you say Amber Heard was in any way responsible. You're following the right-wing narrative. Why are you spitting right-wing narratives, Dusty? So anyway, what I said was something very true, very honest, very real, that people from the men's rights movement and conservative chud, go read 4chan if you don't believe me, are using the Johnny Depp trial in order to shit on the Me Too movement as a whole and to disregard women who come out with their abuse claims by claiming they're just more Amber Heards. Yes, this is happening, and they're doing it again. Here's another example. Marilyn Manson fans target Evan Rachel Wood in echo of Depp Heard trial. You might remember that she came out and claimed that she was abused by Marilyn Manson. And so, yep. They're basically just saying, don't listen to her. She just like Amber Heard, another liar. Fuck her. So I told you it was happening. Guys bitch at me all you want to about it. Hey, I can take it. I talk mad shit. I can definitely take some mad shit talking back at me. And folks, I know you were super worried about it, but Seth Green has got his 8 back. Hooray! I was losing sleep, crying my eyes out, wondering when this goddamn fucking moron was gonna get his 8 back. Remember I covered this dummy bought this ape for like $300,000. Cool, it's a picture. See, hey, look, save image as save. I own this picture exactly like he does. I just got this picture, but he paid $300,000 for the same thing I just got because he's smart. So anyway, he dumb and somebody stole his picture, but apparently he had already made a TV show based around this NFT bullshit. It's so horrible. Just shows you not only they're fucking out of ideas, but it's not even about the art anymore. It's clear that what he wanted to do is he wants to create a show based around NFTs in order to put his own NFTs on the show and then sell them to the viewers of the show so he can make money that way. So instead of creating actual good art, good entertainment, he's just fleecing his fan base now. And so anyway, he got supposedly he got hacked and he had his bored ape that the show was revolved around stolen. Now, whether this is true or not, probably not. This is probably all just fake bullshit in order to be advertisement for this show. But according to himself, he's now got the ape back and he bought it back again from the person that stole it for $300,000. So now he's spent $600,000. He's bought this ape, this picture, this nothing twice. Eat the rich, folks. Good God, it's so trash. And just to remind you how terrible this fucking show is, I showed you this guys this before. Just want to play a small clip This is literally the fucking show he created. Just a show he's out of ideas. He doesn't give a shit about the art. He doesn't actually give a shit about entertaining. He's just trying to be a huckster and sell people. Watch this horrible, horrible bullshit.
Anyone in the world will have at the White Horse Tavern.
It's called White Horse Tavern is the name of the show. And it revolves around all these NFTs, including this one that he paid $600,000 for. And like I told you guys before, it's shot like a Christian show. Let me turn the music down a little bit.
Wow, boy, this is not going the way that Hey, Gary, the renewed.
Anyway, as I said before, the people who stole, if they actually did, his ape did him a favor. You should be running away from this. They jumped in front of the bullet for you, but nope, I guess he's determined to release this show. And I hope after this shit is the last we'll fucking hear of this talentless fucking loser, Seth Green, who I've lost all respect for. And speaking of people I've lost all respect for, Kane, the big red menace Kane. Remember Kane? WWE superstar Kane. Well, it turns out, and I've known this for quite a while, he is a right-wing shithead. So this week, he went down to downplay gun reform by saying every violent death is a tragedy. But, or as he likes to say it, that said, the mainstream media would have you believe that America is the land of gun violence and mass shootings. It is. When you compare it to first world countries. Yeah, if you compare it to like third world countries who have abject poverty, yeah, we look a little bit better, but we're not doing that. We're comparing it to first world countries, and we are the absolute fucking worst. Don't even think about that, because Glenn Jacobs says, in fact, our per capita rates of gun deaths are actually much lower than many other countries. Yeah, you want to compare us to third world countries. We are much lower, but hey, here's the good news. Other wrestling superstars spoke out, like Sean Waltman. The 1-2-3 Kid, remember X-Pac, says, breaks my heart reading this shit from you. What the fuck, man? You haven't been paying attention, Sean Waltman. He's always been like this. And Mick Foley, who is a fucking hero, met Mick Foley. He's an incredibly nice fellow. Reading this cold, callous tweet from Glenn Jacobs literally hurt my heart. Yeah, well, he's trash. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Glenn Jacobs, fuck you, dude. And then, on the trash world, did you guys see this one? The Good Liars, make sure to go subscribe to The Good Liars. They do a lot of good work. But did you guys know what we really need to stop all these mass shootings? Gotta arm all the teachers, even though almost 80% of them don't want to be armed. That doesn't matter. And also, here's another guy showing just how sane and loving conservatives are. Not creepy at all. Let's have a listen.
You're not gonna go into a building with all the teachers armed.
So you'd like the teachers to carry weapons?
Yeah, everybody should be allowed to carry a weapon, except maybe on an airplane.
Right. But so teachers should have a weapon on them in the classroom?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that would be intimidating for the students to have their teacher with a gun?
Oh, I want him there.
And so teachers with guns, possible solution?
Yeah, I know it is. And they need to put to death all these people who are on death row.
You want to put them to death?
Put them dead quickly.
You want to kill all those people?
Yeah, kill them. Yeah, that it is. They ought to have public execution where everybody sees it.
You believe in public execution?
Old days.
Old days.
I'm all for public execution.
And what are your thoughts on abortion?
I'm against abortion. It's murder. That's why I got this shirt right here.
Wait. You said you're against abortion.
Yeah, it's murder.
You want to bring back public executions?
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure I got the info there. Okay.
All right. Public execution, everybody can see it. Bring your lunch and drink your favorite drink, and we'll watch the execution. And people will say, well,
seems normal.
Huh?
Seems normal. Why not?
Yeah.
Totally normal, folks. Don't you all want to sit around with your family and watch people get murdered? Yeah, cool. Totally sane. Definitely a Christian, definitely a Trump supporter, always showing the love of Christ, these fucking psychopaths. And I was going to cover it real fast. Robin Givens, talking about her marriage to Mike Tyson, rapist Mike Tyson. her reliving the moment that Mike Tyson messaged her and said that basically he was going to let her live so that he could ruin her life. I remember my ex-husband calling up and saying, I've decided I'm not going to kill you. I'm going to make your life so miserable you're going to slit your own throat and die. So everybody knows I fucking hate Mike Tyson. I think it's goddamn trash that this whole country just gives him a fucking pass because he has a lisp or whatever the fuck. Dude's a fucking monster. And all right, that is my trash world. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember, folks, gonna do the Super Chats halftime coming up pretty soon, so get in your Super Chats. Support the show. Do it. But before we do that, we're gonna do a quick Karen section. Haven't sang the whole song in a while, so if you guys want to sing along, if you remember the words, it goes something like, "It's clear you're just a mess. You should be caring less. It's obvious you're completely out of touch. 'Cause, bitch, you're caring too much." Ding! Perfect timing. Nailed it. As always, graphics. We did it. We did it. And first off, on this week's Karen Cavalcade, apparently this guy and his girl were just walking down the fucking street. And this motherfucker wasn't having it. I guess he feeling jealous. Jealous is the word I would use. He cannot stand to see I don't even know if it's a minority or not. I have no idea what the guy looks like. He can't seem to figure out if he's Jewish or Mexican. But anyway, he don't like the fact that he's with a white girl, and so he let them have the business. And just saying, think this guy might be a little bit racist and very insecure. Let's have a look.
Look at that. It's an ugly ass motherfucker. Yeah, fuck you, Jew. Take your Jewish technology and film me, boy. You little motherfucking pussy. I'm in the street, boy. Come at me. I'll beat the fuck out of you. Jewish couple right there. Jewish couple. Jewish couple. Jewish couple. Look at that fat motherfucker. Probably doesn't get outside. Jewish couple. Film me, boy. I'm better looking than you, motherfucker.
He is hot. I give him that. Look how sexy he is.
What the fuck you filming me for?
You just told him to. With his Jewish technology. You don't want other dogs, though. Yeah. Walk away, motherfucker. Gonna get that taint bit.
USA. The Jews.
The Jews.
You got an ugly fucking boyfriend. Like all white girls that date niggers and Mexicans and fucking sheets all over the goddamn place. Ugly motherfuckers.
He said the N-word.
Film me, boy. Film a real man. Little bitch walking there on the sidewalk.
That real man. With amazing genetics. Can't beat that. God. Can you get any more pathetic than this motherfucker? Like, I almost feel sorry for him, but I don't. Yeah.
Ugly ass bitch. Ugly ass little. What are you, cheap? Mexican? I don't know what the fuck you are.
You don't care. You could be Jewish, could be Asian, could be Mexican. He don't care what you are. He hates you regardless of what you are. You ain't white, so you ain't right. And don't worry, folks. Racism's dead in this country. Hell, we've solved it. We've solved it. And then, you guys see this one? So apparently, this guy was passed by this 17-year-old girl and decided to drive up and pull her off the road. And then this happened. Let's go back a little bit. Turn up the volume. Here we go. Road rage!
Oh, you want to get back up there?
What are you doing? Don't touch her! Chris! Get him off of her now! Chris, stop! Get off! I have this on video! I have this on video! We're gonna bring this to the cops! We are.
Call it in!
We are!
They did! They caught it in, and yep, he got arrested. Bad life decisions. Man arrested after a video post, and this is Christopher Cini, who made some bad life decisions. Gonna guess he's soon to be fired if he has a job. Put that motherfucker in jail. Road rage, goddammit, folks. Why do you care? Who gives a shit? Oh my God, somebody cut me off. Oh my God, how insecure are you? Just get the fuck over it. And then, this racist white guy is all pissed off because a Mexican guy is selling tamales outside his house. I wish a Mexican guy would come sell tamales outside my fucking house. I buy all your tamales. That sounds amazing. They're bringing food right to your goddamn door. You can step outside and just buy fucking tamales. Why would you be mad about that? But of course he is. This super tough alpha male genetic specimen. Angry.
Tamales, tamales, tamales. Get your fucking wetback ass out of here. Who? Get your motherfucking wetback ass. Get that. Son of a bitch. I'm gonna get you, you motherfucker.
Well, it's super tough. Don't mess with Grandpa. He'll, I don't know, have a heart attack on top of you and you'll feel bad. That'll hurt your feelings. So stay away. Why are you so mad, Grandpa? I guess life ain't going the way you thought it would. And then, folks, this last one. Yeah, one more, folks. You guys probably saw this one. Meet Josh. He is the former owner of Bigger Roofing. And he wants you guys to know that if you're a lefty, if you're a liberal, he charges you more money for roofing. And how does he decide who's a lefty and who's not? If you drive a BMW, apparently you're a lefty. That's all that matters, folks. He can tell. He can tell by the car you drive that you're a lefty and he can charge you more. Starting to think this guy might be a piece of shit. Let's look.
Just another really expensive roof. Liberals drive on a BMW, so I charge another 15 grand. And yeah, that's what you get for being liberal. I don't care if they watch this video either way, because there's no one else to roof, because your liberal government made everybody lazy by giving them fucking CERBs, and nobody wants to work, so I can treat people like shit, act like a fucking asshole, and they're still going to pay me for their expensive shit, whether they like it or not, and they got to pay 25% more because they're liberal. So hey, welcome to the real world.
Welcome to the real world, says a guy who's no longer in business, apparently permanently closed Bigger Roofing. And this is why we need more immigration in this country, folks. Actually, had something similar happened to me yesterday. I have a leak in my roof in the cat room. And so I called. I don't have a ladder. The roofs of this place are giant. They're like 20 feet. I have a ladder to get up there. So I called a roofing company. They sent this white kid over. And he was like, hey, you got vines growing on your roof. I'm not even climbing up here till you cut all that shit off. He wouldn't do the work for me. So we need immigration. We need people to come out and help us with shit like this so we don't have to be dependent on these kind of fucking assholes. Not saying this kid that came out yesterday was an asshole. He was nice. But still can't even find somebody to help me. Crazy. Need more Mexicans in this country, I'm just saying. I'm not saying all Mexicans only do, like, manual labor. They do all kinds of stuff. But there are lots of them that do manual labor. And they're really good at it. Really hard workers. We need more. Please. Let's have more sensible immigration in this country so we don't have to depend on these motherfuckers. God damn it. All right, cool. Fucked around and he found out he did. And that is my Karen section. Short and sweet like me, baby. And folks, if you love my show and you oughta, please consider supporting me on Patreon. Patreon.com/Codcast. There's a link in the description of this video. $1 to a month. Please help me out. I don't hide the amount I make. If you notice, the vast majority of people who have patrons, they hide the amount of money they make. I don't do that. I'm honest. So reward me. Please become a patron if you can. Link in the description of the video. And now we read the super chats. Joe LaFaro, $2. Thank you, Joe. Good to see you tonight. Justin Ship became a dust buddy. Have you ever considered learning a second language? I barely speak English. I'm having enough trouble with this one. Vera Dodinko, a little something for the fuzzies. Have a great weekend. You too, Vera. Thank you. Lane Diggity. What's up, Dusty? What's up, Lane? I've been watching, but I can't catch them live because of my work hours. Still the best show on earth, bro. Greg Lock voice, please. I don't care nothing about it. If you can't catch the show, you better get out the fuck work early. You better come on watch my show. Go to the show. Best show on the goddamn earth. Better work it out there, Lane Diggity. Cuban lover, Dusty, got to pay my credit card bill off. So here's $5. I would like to give you more money, but I don't know if I can or not. Hey, well, every little bit helps. Appreciate it. Good to see you, Cubert. And April Les, holy shit, always so generous with the show. One of the heroes, April S. Hey, fam. Hey, April. I'm driving in garbage Chicago traffic. That's terrible. I've been there a couple times. It wasn't great. Can't participate in chat, but I'm listening. Thanks for keeping me complete company while I drive. Hey, no problem. Drive careful. And once again, thank you for being one of the amazing heroes of the show. You're great. And holy shit, socialism working out for all of us. RB also being a hero on the show tonight, gifting 10 Cult of Dusty memberships. You guys can become a Dust Buddy for $2.99 a month. You customize mode to spend the chat with. But RB, he got your back. He's spreading that shit like Christmas. You get a sub, and you get a sub, and you get a sub. Great way to support the show. Thank you, RB. Brian C, have my Google Rewards money. Hey, I don't even know what the fuck that is, but if any of you have Google Rewards money, feel free to borrow Brian, to follow Brian C's incredible lead, because I appreciate it. Basset Hound, gang, $10. Hello, Dusty. Thanks for another great show. Hey, thanks for tuning in, Basset Hound. Thanks for supporting the show. Appreciate it. Jay Rockwell, $20. Very generous. Thank you, Jay. Dusty, you've been the man. Send a shout out to my sweet, kind girlfriend, SF Bay. Bing bong. What's up, SF Bay? JB Rockwell loves you. Victoria Cunningham, hit the like button, fuckos. Do it. Only half of you hit the like button. The rest of you should die brutally. Probably in a car accident or something. I ain't joking. Fuck y'all. Hit the like button. And Urban Moss, Peterson's daughter, brought home a real winner last time. I know, right? That dude's a nut. I'm sure he was proud. She brought him home. Andrew Tate, I believe. Look him up. Hey, we've covered him on the show repeatedly. He is not amazing. Peter Chunks, $10. Thank you, Peter. Good to see you. E is back. What's up, E? My buddy E finally made it to a show. Woohoo! Good to have you back, E. We've missed you. Love me some E. Hero E. Water Puddle is it? Became a Dust Buddy. Welcome to Dust Buddies. Water. You're one of the cool kids now. Spam the chat with impunity. Shut up, Lippa. Dusty, my husband and I would like to make a request that you watch the Righteous Gemstone show on HBO or on. I've already seen all the Righteous Gemstones. I'm way ahead of you. I love, what the fuck's his name? It's the guy that makes that snap. I've seen all this shit. What is his name? Somebody tell me. God damn it, I'm drawing a blank, but the show where he plays the vice principal, it's called Vice Principal, amazing. Eastbound and Down, incredible. Kenny Powers, great fucking show. What else? I watched something with him the other day where he played a karate instructor. That wasn't very good, but he's awesome at everything. Love that guy. Kidding. Finally, I'm not the only woman with hooves. Shh, you're in good company. Whose husband did you sleep with? Give it our $5, Dusty. We should take the money for the ape crap and give it to the poor and homeless shelter. We ain't gonna do that. It's a trash ass country. We ain't gonna help fucking people. You know better than that. Nobody said yet. Danny McBride, that's who it is. Danny McBride. Love me some Danny McBride. Excellent writer. Still trying to figure out how to gift subs. Somebody tell Ideal Paradox how to gift subs. I don't know how to fucking it up. It's too stupid. Great to catch the live show. Hey, great to have you, Alternative Facts. Good to see you tonight. Thank you. And one more fruit bets. Can you wish my Mustache Mullen a happy belated birthday? Happy belated birthday there, Mustache Mullen. Glad to catch another live show. Hope the Fluffies are doing good. Thanks for all you do. Hey, appreciate you supporting. And everybody who supported the show tonight, you're all heroes. And more super chats, please. I'm going to read the rest of them at the end of the show. So get them in. And more like yourself. Support the show. Do all of the things in the super chats. And now, gonna do a little section I like to call Chud Watch. Talking about Chud Watch. We talk about chuds and make fun of them. Yeah! And tonight on the Chud Watch, let's start off with more good liars. Love me some good liars. Be sure to subscribe to them. And folks, did you know that the CIA is behind all the mass shootings? Of course you don't, because it's not true, but this is the meme and the narrative Alex Jones is spreading. He's found a way to get away with claiming these mass shootings are actually government ops. Now he's like, hey, they actually did happen. It's actually the kid that did it, but the government made him do it. And now these fucking waste of life are following his lead and spreading the narratives. Let's have a look.
Shooting this week, what are your thoughts on that?
I said I think it's a red flag. I think it's just
a red flag. He means false flag.
You think that the shooting actually didn't happen?
No, I think that happened. I just think somebody, put it up to it.
Okay. So in what way? What was the goal of that?
CIA and everybody else has different ways of doing stuff. So.
So you don't think it was the 18-year-old? Do you think he did it or no?
I don't think he did it. I just think that somebody put him up to it. So.
Do you think other mass shootings were red flags, as you say?
Much, a lot of them, yeah.
Really?
I mean, look at Obama's term. Look how many guns there were, and then you look at the Biden administration. Now they're starting to do the same thing.
Well, there's more guns. There's been more guns now than ever before in the history of the nation. There's more guns at this moment.
But anyway, I thank y'all.
Shooting this week. What are your thoughts on that?
But anyway, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want you to bring logic into this. It's the CIA. The CIA is like the most inept organization ever. If they're behind this, they're going to let like 300 mass shootings happen a week and still do fucking nothing. Just saying, if it's the CIA, you'd think they'd be getting shit done a little better. But don't think about it. And you guys might know that the January 6th committee has been doing primetime shows. There's probably another one on right now. I'm missing it all. What am I missing? Let me look. I bet there's all kinds of new stuff for tonight's. I'm going to have to cover it on the next show. It'll be here Monday, folks. But anyway, going to cover what happened yesterday. So, before we get into it, folks, let's remember how conservatives have covered this story and dealt with it since the beginning. And an excellent example of that is Jerkily is Kevin Sorbo. A story in 4 tweets. First off, he's like, it's happening. People are storming the Capitol in D.C. He's like, yeah, it's finally happening. Yeah. And then he's like, history is being made. They're storming the Capitol. They're doing it. History. Then he's like, to those storming the Capitol, please be careful. Do not act like Antifa. Respect the police and know they are most on our side. They are simply trying to do their job. That's right. History's being made and it's happening. I'm glad, but you guys don't act like Antifa. And then he's like, it was Antifa. Antifa did it. I thought you were all excited that it was happening. I thought history was being made. And now he's like, it's Antifa. So they can't take responsibility for anything, folks. This is typical conservative behavior. Blame everybody else for their problem. Take no responsibility. And Marjorie Taylor Greene straight out threatening networks for daring to cover the 9/11 committee, the January 6th committee. Yeah, conservatives try to overthrow our government. Yeah, they attack police. Yeah, they try to install Trump as a dictator. But if you cover it, I'm going to use my office and better be scared. Here's her thinly veiled threat.
It plays into what the January 6th committee and the Democrats are doing. They're wanting to create a great big lie for Americans, and the media is going along with them, and they're willing to tell the lie. And that's what's going to happen tomorrow on Thursday when they do their big reveal and they begin their public hearings. It's nothing but a movie. It's like a fictional movie and one big show. That's why they hired a producer from Hollywood to make it look real, because it's not. It's all fake. And so shame on them and shame on anyone that's willing to, any media company that's willing to air their lies. I think that's collusion, and I think they should be held accountable as well.
That's right. You cover it. That's collusion. And she's a congressperson. She can make you pay for covering the news. It's not real, folks. I mean, I know we all saw it with our own eyes. I know I covered it. I'm not a movie producer. I just covered it. I showed you the videos. I know we know what happened, but don't believe it, folks. Don't look at the man behind the curtain. Doesn't exist. And she ain't the only one behaving like that. First we'll go into what was said a little bit. I'm not going to show you a whole bunch of the footage because you guys probably already saw it. Benny Thompson talked about how he's from part of the country where people are justifying the actions of slavery, the Ku Klux Klan lynching. They showed an 11-minute video that goes through the timeline of exactly what happened. You can see the Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers. They left the Trump speech early to go towards the Capitol because this is all set up. And they showed as they broke in, and then Trump released a tweet after they broke in. He knew they broke in, shitting on Mike Pence. And so they read out Trump's tweet and they started screaming, "We're going to hang Mike Pence." It was all orchestrated, folks. So they basically uncovered all that shit. They had testimony from some of the cops that were there who were beaten, who were knocked to the ground, who were knocked out. They're just getting started. It's day one. Probably the most interesting piece of footage they showed, except for that 11-minute video. I could show you the whole 11-minute video, but I'm not going to play it. If you guys want to go watch it, I highly recommend it. It's out there. But one of the most interesting clips they played is Cheney played a clip of Ivanka Trump basically saying that she doesn't believe the election was stolen. She was told by Bill Barr that it wasn't stolen. He is the one that was in charge of looking into it. If there was any there, he was going to find it. And so she didn't believe it. And here's her own words.
Many of President Trump's White House staff also recognized that the evidence did not support the claims President Trump was making. This is the president's daughter commenting on Bill Barr's statement that the department found no fraud sufficient to overturn the election.
How did that affect your perspective about the election when Attorney General Barr made that statement?
It affected my perspective. I respect Attorney General Barr. So I accepted what he was saying.
As you will hear on Monday.
It's like, yep, I accepted it. She knows the election wasn't stolen. She knows her dad's a lying fucking piece of shit. And she's not really willing to back him up because she doesn't have to deal with the obvious fact that he's lying. So, of course, Trump goes out there and throws his own daughter under the bus because this is what he does. He released a statement that said, Ivanka Trump was not involved in looking at or studying election results. She had long since checked out and was, in my opinion, only trying to be respectful to Bill Barr. That's right. She didn't know what the fuck she's talking about. She was checked out. Don't trust my daughter. You know, of course, I hired her. Of course, she was working for me in the White House, but she checked out. She wasn't even trying, folks. So, she don't know. Don't listen to her. Anybody would get thrown under the bus by Trump. Even his favorite child. It's just hilarious, but they'll still worship this motherfucker regardless. It doesn't matter what he does. And Marjorie Taylor Greene out there rewriting history, folks. Shamelessness is their superpower. They know they're never going to be held accountable. They know that the people that follow them will believe anything they say, regardless of the fact there's video footage. We know what she's saying is not true, but let's have a listen.
Did you know, and it's on video, I bet you we won't see this video, but I've seen it and it's out there. Did you know Ashley Babbitt was trying to stop people from breaking in? That is on video.
Oh, is it now? Well, why didn't you show it? You're on the steps of Congress. You're on the congressional floor. Why didn't you fucking show it? Because it's not true? Because you're fucking lying your ass off? Okay, folks, warning. Warning. Gonna show you this video. If you haven't seen it before, she dies in this video. But it is on video. Let's have a look.
Bro, I see people out there get hurt. I don't want to see you get hurt.
There she is. Doesn't appear she's telling anybody not to break in. She's right there with them trying to break. Is that her? I think that's her. Or is that her back there? I can't tell which one she is. But anyway, she ain't telling nobody not to break in. She was the first one through the window. Oh, here she goes. Here she goes across the window. She's like, yep, I'm going to be the first one in there. And yep, you got killed. Wasn't trying to stop anybody. But it doesn't matter. Even though it's on video, even though we can see it for our own eyes, they don't want you to see. They just want you to believe them. Warning, gun violence and death. Yes, gun violence and death. A traitor was just killed. A terrorist. American terrorist. And of course, like I said, I'm not going to play the clip. I'll just read what he says. But Trump Jr. out there saying that he didn't even know the whole primetime committee thing was going on. Nobody's watching it, so they're going to have terrible ratings. Don't even watch it, folks. Don't give them the ratings they want. Don't even think about it. Don't even look. And even Dave Rubin's doing the same thing. This will be my only mention of the January 6th hearings. Hey, everybody, they're televising the 1/6 hearings. See, nobody cares. They're all saying the same thing. They're all on the same page. Don't watch it, folks. Don't watch it. You may see something we don't want you to see, so just shield your mind from it. And it's working. Fox News is directly on that playbook as well. And they're talking about everything they can possibly talk about except for the primetime coverage of it. Zoo seeks help identifying strange creature. Brittany's ex attempts to crash her wedding. Study, lack of sleep makes you find people uglier. I don't think I can find you guys any uglier. And as every other channel was covering it, because, you know, this is one of the most important things to ever happen in the history of this nation. A literal coup where they try to overthrow the government. Every news channel's covering it except for one.
Dissent is intolerable to them. Like, one guy stands up, Joe Rogan, well, I'm not sure that that's right. Bam, let's destroy him. Like, what impulse is that? That's a totalitarian impulse, isn't it?
Yeah, the people who try to overthrow our government and start Trump as a dictator are really worried about totalitarianism. And not only did they not cover it, folks, but Tucker Carlson's show didn't even play advertisement because they were afraid that if they played ads, the people would click over to the other channels during the ads. and see the commission. So they literally forfeited ad money to ensure nobody saw the things they didn't want them to see. It's direct fucking collusion with Trump and the right to make sure the populace stays brainwashed and dumbed down and does not see the things they don't want them to. But 20 million people saw it regardless. I guess it was 19, which got pretty good ratings, I guess. Should have been better. There's 350 million Americans. Only 20 million saw it. Should have been better. But Steve Bannon wants you guys to know it's all fake. Everything's fake, folks, and they're faking the ratings now.
Folks, here's what's happening. They're figuring out how to doctor the ratings right now. They don't want to drop the bad news. What are we going to do? Hold it. The long faces of Morning Joe in this crowd. Listen, regardless of what the ratings are, it was boring and it sucked. And
regardless of the ratings, it was boring, folks, because that's all that matters. It doesn't matter how important this was to our democracy. Doesn't matter that they tried to overthrow the government. None of it matters. All that matters is it wasn't exciting. It wasn't WWE wrestling enough for us. Just goddamn. This is why we're so in trouble in this fucking country, because it's the mentality that one half has. And you know what always amazes me is how tough conservatives claim they are. How badass they pretend they are. Yet almost every single person they put in charge are these incredibly pathetic, and there's nothing wrong with being feminine, but these very pussy feminine guys who are the exact opposite of this masculinity they claim to love and admire. Case in point here. Here's what the fuck's this guy's name? Fuck, I'm drawing a blank on his name now. Anyway, they asked this motherfucker before if Trump was responsible for January 6th, and he said, yes, Trump bears some responsibility. So now they're asking him again. Let's see, I gotta remember this fucking guy. He's another one right there. Nope, that's not him. Fuck, goddamn it. Anyways, they're asking him again, do you still agree that Trump has some responsibility? And here's his response.
You said both publicly and privately after January 6th that you thought Trump bore some...
Sorry, it's Kevin McCarthy. I drew a blank on his name. Kevin McCarthy, one of the biggest Trump sycophants. So he said before that Trump is partially responsible. So they're just asking him, can you stand by what you said before? And now here's what he's saying.
You said both publicly and privately after January 6th that you thought Trump bore some responsibility for the attack. Do you still feel like he was in any way responsible for January 6th?
I've answered that many times. I thought everybody in the country bared some responsibility based upon what has been going on, the riots on the streets, the others.
Yeah, I think everybody in the entire country bears the responsibility. Hey, don't I bear the same amount of responsibility as Trump does? Don't you? Don't you bear exactly the same amount of responsibility as Trump? The person who fired his cult up and aimed them as a weapon towards Congress in order to overturn the election and install himself as a dictator? Don't we all bear the same amount of responsibility? Just as spineless as you can possibly fucking be. Everything conservatives claim they stand for is always a fucking lie. It's always these incredibly spineless, cowardly pussies. And I agree, if we ever let these people get back in power, it's going to be the end of the American Republic. And that's actually what I think is likely to happen, folks. I think they're going to let Trump get in power again. I think they're going to put people like Herschel Walker into Congress. And I think democracy as we know it is fucking over. Trump out there, the so-called rush on the Capitol was not caused by me. It was caused by a rigged and stolen election. Once he gets in power again, folks, he knows that he's not going to be held accountable for anything. So now he's just going to go full bore and make sure that even if he's out of the White House in the next term, he can handpick whoever he wants to and put them in there. They're going to destroy our democracy. They're already doing it. And who's to say it's not going to happen? It appears like it is going to happen. He's going to put people like this in there. Herschel Walker. Remember what Herschel Walker was saying? After January 6th, 2 days before the insurrectionists, this is 2 days before the insurrection, Herschel Walker relied upon tweets from deranged lunatic Lynn Wood. And Herschel Walker said, Lynn Wood's tweets are eye-opening. along with countrywide election fraud, America needs a total cleansing only real Donald Trump can do with the help of true patriots. That's some chilling shit right there. That's some Hitler fascist talk. A total cleansing only possible by real Donald Trump and true patriots. Let's get back to real law and order and prosecute all the bad actors, whatever it takes, folks. It's going to get worse. Here he is again. December 27th, 2020. After reading Sidney Powell's 270-page report, any person that certified votes for their state when their state may have had voter fraud, but they turned a blind eye and did no research or certified anyway, they need to go to jail ASAP. Our country was built on law and order, talking about jailing people who uphold the Constitution and follow the will of the people. Let's just imprison them and put whoever we want to in office. That's what they're going to do, folks. They're just telling you straight up. They've told you from the very beginning. And these people never surprise. Trump's Truth Social, you know, the free speech website who was only created, according to Elon Musk, because Twitter destroyed free speech. So Trump had to create his own social media site that's all about free speech. Everybody can say what they want. Trump's Truth Social is banning users who post about January 6th hearing, according to reports. Yeah. Who's shocked? My Truth Social account was just permanently suspended for talking about the January 6th committee hearing, and he wasn't the only one. Other people had their tweets deleted from Truth Social. Who could have possibly seen this coming, folks? Of course, I did. I told you about it. I told you this was going to happen. I told you that it had nothing to do with free speech. It's all complete bullshit. Nothing they say is real. Nothing they say is true. It's all a money grab. It's all smoke and mirrors. It's all just lies, lies, lies. Of course, they named it True Social. And shamelessness is their superpower. Here's Newt Gingrich telling us why it wasn't actually a coup.
But a real coup is an effort to occupy the government and to change who controls Washington. There's no evidence of anything like a coup here. This is all hysteria.
They literally tried to intimidate Congress, not to certify the will of the people and install Joe Biden as president in order for Trump to remain in the White House. It's exactly what you fucking just described. It's just, am I taking crazy pills? I know I'm not. I know none of this matters. I know nothing that happens on Fox News has any bearing on reality whatsoever, but just the fact they can just so shamelessly say this with no pushback whatsoever is incredibly frustrating. And I guess we'll skip over that one. And that's all my January 6th committee coverage for now. Although I'm sure there's plenty more that's going on right now, and I'll cover it on Monday's show. But I'd love to hear him whine and complain. He's Navarro, who got arrested recently for lying to Congress for failing to show up to his subpoena from the January 6th committee. They're giddy at the thought of black folks being abused, to be honest with you. Why didn't you comply? Why didn't you follow orders? But when they're treated exactly like everybody else, they can't fucking stand it.
Just want to make an example out of me to get to Donald Trump. They want to make sure this is a conspiracy. It's like, is you have the Congress in collusion with the White House, tacit or explicit, don't know which, we'll find that out in Discovery, in order to prevent Donald Trump from running for president in 2024 and taking the Oval back in 2025. That's what this is about. Make no mistake about that. And Merrick Garland, the buck stops at Merrick Garland's desk, because that SOB allowed this to happen. You don't do this, Merrick. You don't do this to people like that. You don't put people like me in leg irons when just as easily I could have voluntarily appeared. And
literally the reason they did it, because you didn't voluntarily appear. They sent this guy a subpoena, and you didn't appear. He's like, psh. Why didn't they just ask me to appear? I would have appeared. No, that's why they arrested you, because you did. And he's like, you don't do that to people like me, boy. Don't you know who you're messing with? It's okay if you mistreat the Browns like that. But don't you dare do it to me. I'm an important white man. Just hilarious. Cry more, noob. And Senator Rand Paul wants you guys to know that the First Amendment is what we say it is. Yeah, you have First Amendment rights, but only as far as we think you do.
I don't think it is a First Amendment right to stand and chant in front of someone's house all night long.
Why?
That's disturbing the peace. They should be arrested and carted off to jail. You can stand in front of the Supreme Court all you want. You can chant and march, but you don't have the right to be in a neighborhood disturbing the peace. You just don't have a right to. The other thing that's important.
Well, where's it say that in the Constitution? I don't recall anything in the fucking Constitution that says, hey, you have freedom of speech. You have the right to protest, but only in the places we say you can. Hey, if you could just interpret the Constitution any way you like. I got some thoughts about the Second Amendment. Should we go there, Rand Paul? Hell no. He don't want to go there. And Representative Louis Gohmert. Speaking of these incredibly weak pussies, these spineless weaklings that conservatives keep putting in power as they pretend they love masculinity and manly man, want you guys to know that, hey, the problem that's causing all these mass shootings, we're not praying enough.
Look, maybe if we heard more prayers from leaders of this country instead of taking God's name in vain, we wouldn't have the mass killings like we didn't have before prayer was eliminated from school.
Yeah, first off, prayer's not eliminated from schools. You're not allowed to force your prayer on other people. But imagine if this were true. Imagine what you're saying here. You're saying, hey, the only reason all these kids are getting murdered is because we're not begging God enough to stop it from happening. We need to beg God harder. More prayers, more prayers. My God. Why would you worship a monster who demands you to beg him to stop child murders? But this is why we're never going to get anything done in this country. This is why things are never going to change. Because this is who conservatives keep putting in power. And that's just who we are, folks. But Ted Nugent, folks, super genius Ted Nugent. Of course, he's being interviewed by the number one. This is actually Newsmax. It's not even Fox News. But he knows, folks. He knows exactly how we stop school shootings. We need commandos in schools.
Have a real commando, I mean a real tuned-in guy that's trained in tactics and firepower and criminality, and have him looking for trouble, not kind of casually walking around Parkland, and maybe he'll run into trouble. Have a commando that values those children's lives, and have this commando, well-trained, tactical, capable individual looking for trouble and stopping it before it gets...
Yeah, we need armed, thuggy conservatives just walking around our schools looking for trouble. I mean, you know how much you'd have to pay somebody to want to put their life on the line for that? I mean, they're not going to do it anyway. We've already seen the cops run their asses away. But they don't give a shit if we waste tons of fucking money that should go towards educating our children on this bullshit. Anything to make sure we don't implement common sense gun regulation, folks. We need some psycho commandos with PTSD just wandering around the halls of our schools looking for trouble. Yeah, what the fuck could possibly go wrong in that scenario? And then, you know what we really need, folks? We need cameras all over. We need more cameras. Because, hey, if there were cameras in that school, that dude definitely would have killed all those kids. He'd be like, shh, I can't kill you kids because of the cameras.
We need to harden our schools by having tiered security works. And single point of entry, particularly in elementary schools, a school marshal program to train volunteers, teachers, and staff that would like to go through the training and have them armed there. Change the police doctrine. So they don't, you know, they don't besiege a school that has a threat. They advance and eliminate that threat. And let's leverage technology, which we did in Frisco, Texas, 13 years ago. And so it's much cheaper to do that now, to wire all classrooms, all hallways, every stitch of every school with cameras. We need to...
Every stitch of every school, cameras everywhere. Weren't these the people bitching about, like, Big Brother surveillance? And now they just want cameras everywhere? Like, when I was in school... I don't think I would have wanted to be filmed all the fucking time. Have anybody just be able to, I don't want to say hack, but open up a website and watch me all fucking day at school. I don't think I would have gone too much, but hey, let's make it a police state. I'm sure that'll be incredibly good for the psyche of our children. And last up on Shud Watch, here's one of these straw men that's going viral. 38,000 likes. Now, can anyone explain this? I can. First off, it's the piece of shit Uvalde shooter. And it said, guns fault. And then it's a piece of shit Kyle Rittenhouse, Kenosha shooter. Shooter's fault. Oh my God. They got us, folks. They got us. It's over. What a gotcha. No, wait a minute. Didn't we arrest the Uvalde shooter? Don't we blame him too? Didn't we say, yes, it's both their fault, but it's also the easy access to guns as well? Can it be more than one thing? This is the worst gotcha I've ever fucking seen. It's not like we just said, hey, it's the gun's fault. Let the kid go free. He's free today, isn't? No, he's not. He's not. None of this makes sense. They're just so stupid. Hard to explain without charts and diagrams how fucking dumb you are. But 40,000 likes, because this is the kind of stupid bullshit conservatives spread everywhere. Not the best. All right, cool. That's my Chud Watch. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, folks, gonna read the super chats. Be sure to get your super chats in, support the show at the end of the show. But now, rolling right along in this super incredibly fast episode of the Dusty Smith Show, gonna do a section I like to call What the Fuck? And first off, oh, who's dead? Uvalde shooter's dead? Oh, that's right, he did die. Sorry, I forgot about that. He did die. Well, it's not like we would let him go. I thought, for some reason, I get him confused. There's so many. I was thinking of the goddamn shooter in Buffalo. He's not dead, is he? Yeah, the Uvalde shooter is dead. You're right, but it's not like we were just going to let him go and not blame him. He would definitely have been arrested. But anyway, first off, on What the Fuck? Did you guys see this one? Apparently, this woman was out ziplining at some kind of family-friendly indoor amusement park.
Ziplining is increasingly popular. However, when this mom took her little girl to an indoor zipline course, it nearly ended in disaster.
The video is shocking. A mom is hanging by her neck, helpless, as she finds herself trapped on an indoor zip line. Time is running out. She's in real danger of choking to death. It happened after she says the harness apparently came loose and slipped around her neck. The nightmare unfolded at Urban Air Adventure and Trampoline Park outside Chicago. She's desperately trying to maneuver so the strap doesn't tighten around her neck.
I just remember thinking that I may die.
24-year-old Evelyn Rapier, who was celebrating her 3-year-old daughter's birthday at the indoor park, is now speaking to Inside Edition about her brush with disaster. What went wrong here? How did this happen?
It seemed as if they put the harness incorrectly instead of
so she about to get paid, folks.
It
gonna make a bunch of money. Probably this is a case of them paying their employees too little. They paid, Jimmy $10 an hour to make sure these people don't die, and Jimmy don't give a fuck. What's Jimmy gonna get fired? He's not gonna be sued or anything. So get what you pay for. Might want to hire a better staff there. Of course, your business is going to get shut down, so I guess it's a moot point. And Jesse Lee Peterson, folks! I've talked about this multiple times on the show, how the Jesse Lee Peterson show begged me to come on. Begged me. I should find those messages someday and read them to you guys, but I won't do it! I will not go on the Jesse Lee Peterson show because it only helps him, it only makes him more money, and I will not help this son of a fucking bitch. You want to know why?
I used to think that when they used that word, white supremacy, it was a negative word. But now I realize what they're thinking is that, and it's true, by the way, that white men are smarter than them, superior to them. And instead of learning, oh, hey, how did you become so superior? They want to destroy it so that they won't be reminded how dumb they are. And so they're dumbing everybody and everything down rather than coming up to the level of white supremacy.
I mean, in his defense, everybody's smarter than Jesse Lee Peterson. So, dude's clearly had a stroke and has some kind of brain damage. But this is why I won't go on the show with him. This is why I want to associate with him, because all I'll be able to do is cuss his ass out. I couldn't sit there and be friendly to this guy. Be nice, have a polite... How could you have a polite conversation with this motherfucker? I don't understand how anybody does it. Infuriates me. I'd want to get him, strangle him. I wouldn't do it because I'm not a tough guy. I wouldn't do it, but I'd fucking want to. I definitely wouldn't be polite. And you guys hear about this one? Woman blames cough syrup for cutting victim in half with her car. Just outright admitted to what she did. Elizabeth McConaughey, 49, was arrested in November 2018 in Springfield, Missouri in relation to the death. So this is a new story, I think, though. Yeah, it's a new story. She just now, it just went revolved again because she's been sentenced. But anyway, a recorded police interview at the time of the incident was presented during the first day of the jury trial on Tuesday, in which McCown is heard telling authorities that she was on her way to make a car payment and in a hurry because she doesn't like to be out after dark. The defendant reportedly told police detective that Foster, described as the lady with the glasses, was driving in front of her and she wouldn't move, so McCown nudged her a few times. She basically crashed in the back of the woman's car. Then I decided to go ahead and hit it full out, McCown said in a recorded statement. I pushed on the gas as hard as I could. Then she came to check the back of her vehicle. When Foster exited her vehicle and assessed the damage, McCown allegedly rammed into her. You know, I made her think that I was going to be nice and be still and everything. She got out looking at her car. I backed up and I slammed into her, cut her in half. Just fucking outright admit it. But don't worry, folks. It's not her fault. She was on cough syrup. And anybody's taking cough syrup, you know that it sometimes makes you murder people with your car. So, I don't know. Not guilty. Let her go free. Good God. Like, I ain't never had any cough syrup before, to be honest with you. I mean, I don't want to drive when I take it, but I didn't know that it was that good. Is cough syrup really that good? I might have to go get me some cough syrup. I'm feeling a little under the weather. I'm about to stay my ass at home and try this shit out. And then, this is a wild story, folks. You hear about this one? This man is suing American Airlines because they falsely accused him of stealing something when the video proved he didn't actually steal it. They basically put a warrant out for his arrest. The cops arrested him, wouldn't tell him why they arrested him, kept him in jail 17 days without telling him. Finally, American Airlines realized he wasn't the one that did it. He was released. They still wouldn't tell him why he was arrested. He had to basically call around and find out. So he's saying, yeah, I was traumatized. I was in jail for 17 fucking days for no fucking reason. So scary as shit. Dayquil drinking. I'll have to try that. Vicks NyQuil may cause murder. I know, right? I have to put that right on the bottle in the future. But anyway, this man's going to get some fucking bank from American Airlines. Might want to work your shit out, American. And what is this? Oh, yeah. Did you guys see this one? Speaking of stupid motherfuckers, so apparently this guy jumped over the railing at the zoo in order to taunt the orangutan. Let's see how that goes for him. Apparently he was doing this for content. And yeah. Haven't you watched Joe Rogan? Don't you know they'll rip you in half? They're strong. They got 4 hands, basically. Yeah, don't kick him. Let him do what he got to do. Man asked for it. Rip it off. Take your prize home with you, monkey. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mistakes were made, motherfucker. Bite his foot. Bite his foot. Get it. So, yeah, you fucking moron. Hope they arrested his ass for that. Let that be a lesson, you guys. You might want to stay away. And also, zoos are cruel. I feel bad for the animals in the zoo. And next up, they're just outright telling you what they're going to do, folks. Here's white nationalist Vince James. I'll just play it.
Eventually, the people that may or may not have been political before, that may or may not have been on our side before, are going to be on our side. They're going to be seeking out the message that we are delivering. Despite the censorship on the mainstream social media platforms, they're going to be actively searching for someone who's saying the things that I'm saying. And they're going to hope that people like me are going to be able to fill the vacuum when everything comes crumbling down. they're going to...
So he's talking about why mass shootings are actually a good thing. Because it's going to push people to white supremacy.
They're going to pray that someone like me, someone with moral courage, someone with the testicular fortitude...
Such a man, look at him.
...is going to fill this vacuum when everything comes crumbling, inevitably comes crumbling down. That's why stuff like this is good for us. That's why the things that threat...
Yeah, 90 kids dying. Super good! Hooray! It's actually good that all these kids are dying.
The global system and the global gay American empire are good for people like us. Because people are going to desire it. People are going to have a deep desire for the things that we say in the show. They're going to have a deep desire to dominate without mercy.
Yep. And he's right, folks. Chat's going up. Get plenty of viewers. He's absolutely right. Gay hate is working. Trans hate is working. This trash country becoming more right-wing, more fascist every fucking day. And they want shitheads like this to dominate without mercy. And then, folks, Andrew Yang. I would say I'm disappointed in Andrew Yang, but I'm not. Never have been a fan. Think he's a goddamn joke. But now he's out there calling for Twitter to ban journalists. Hooray! Here's the mega free speech warriors. Andrew Yang. I generally think that banning journalists from Twitters would benefit both journalists and the public. Sure. Like, I'm a journalist too. I guess they're going to ban me. Ban us all. Why not? Why let us fucking tell people what the news is or have an opinion about anything? Of course, Mariana Wilson's like, Andrew? Yeah, Mariana, this is what the guy's like. Why are you friends with him? He a fucking shithead. Need more proof? Here he is hanging out with booger-eating white supremacist Nick Fuentes. Yay! I covered this repeatedly, folks, how Andrew Yang was the white supremacist favorite, other than Donald Trump, candidate in the last election. Now, yes, I know he's Asian, but he was still the white supremacist favorite candidate for reasons I've been into. But here he is. I know he can say, hey, I didn't know who Nick Fuentes is. Bullshit, you didn't. I don't believe that motherfucker. You goddamn know exactly who Nick Fuentes is. I know who he is. So, super cool, Andrew Yang. There's your base. Suck it, motherfucker. And all right, folks. That's about what the fuck section. What the fuck? Moving right along. On this incredibly rapidly paced episode of the Dusty Smith Show. Hit the like button, fuckos. Get your super chats in. And now we're going to do a little section I like to call Slow News Week with Dusty Smith. Yeah! And this is the segment where I take a look at the things that I normally wouldn't cover. Don't really have a category for them, but I saw them. Thought they were interesting. Thought they'd be cool to share with you guys. So, Slow News Week, Dusty, yeah. And first up, going to cover these very fast, but apparently they did a study, and this will be a surprise to no one. Welfare prevents crime quite dramatically. They did research, and they showed when they removed some of the laws that made it harder for people over the age of 18 to get welfare, their crime rates shot up 20%, and as a result of the increase in criminal charges, the annual likelihood of incarceration decreased 60%. So yeah, no shit. Poverty causes crime. It's not the only thing that causes crime, but it's one of the major contributing factors. That's why we need a strong, robust social safety net. And that's another reason that conservatives don't actually give a shit about crime. They do whatever they can to exacerbate it. And this study finds there's an incredibly widening gap in death rates between conservative areas of the United States and Democratic areas. Unsurprisingly, conservative areas are dying at a much greater rate. Americans living in counties that voted Democrat during presidential election in 2000 to 2016 experiencing larger decreases in death rates than residents of counties that voted for a Republican candidate, finds a study published by the BMJ. Of course, this is probably for a lot of reasons. A lot of it probably has to do with the fact that conservatives are much more likely to be unhealthy, overweight, not really care about their lives, probably think they're going to go to heaven, so they don't really have to worry about being healthy whatsoever, but lots and lots of reasons. Not going to go into detail on that, but that's an interesting story if you guys want to check that out. And folks, on Slow News Week with Dusty Smith, this is one that went viral this week. This is one of those conservative talking points that have been spreading everywhere. To disprove global warming. A little science lesson for you idiots out there. You guys are so stupid. At the global warming conference, you see, this is how icebergs work. When you have an iceberg that's in the ocean, just like a whole bunch of ice in a big cup of water, when the ice melts, the level stays exactly the same. That's exactly what would happen if global warming happens. So why you guys keep saying the ocean's gonna rise? Checkmate, dipshits! Okay, well, the reason this is stupid is because Antarctica has a large landmass, and the ice is actually on top of that large landmass, and when it melts, it runs off that landmass into the ocean and makes the ocean rise. Very simple to understand. If you did 5 seconds of fucking research, which conservatives never do. So that's why they fall for, spread, and believe this type of incredibly ridiculous horseshit. And then, did you guys see this one? This cop, also known as a One Punch Man. So, first off, let me turn the audio up. So we got this dude who I guess is running from the cops. And I gotta say, this guy's like hardcore parkour. Look at him. Ooh, he jumped right over there like Ninja Warrior. So the cop tries to jump over there and his foot goes right through it. He fails. And then he's like, I ain't letting this guy get away. I'm just gonna punch right through it. He does. He punches right through it and fits himself through there. And then he runs away. Then the other cops come. And I guess the other cop's too fat. This guy's like, I can't fit through there. Yeah, you could. Try harder, motherfucker. He's like, oh, fuck it. I ain't going, this guy can't fit through there either. What the fuck? You guys don't look that much fatter. Just shove your dumb ass through there. But they're like, nah. So this guy tries to kick it and break it harder, but he ain't like One Punch Man. One Punch Man can punch it and knock it out. He can't even kick it open. So then tries to ram it, and they're like, fuck it. We don't get paid enough for this shit. And now this guy gonna try to go through and not make it. What's wrong with you guys? Goddamn cops lazy as fuck. Oh, I wonder if One Punch Man got him. Don't know. But anyway. That first guy, he was serious as fuck about getting that, man. Didn't you guys hear about Ezra Miller? He been getting in some trouble lately. And now there's a new bunch of hullabaloo going around about him. Apparently, Ezra Miller, who I think I learned last time, is non-binary, goes by the pronouns they, them. So I'm going to try to do it right. They got in trouble because apparently they were friends with this girl, and now her parents are claiming that he groomed her? Parents of 18-year-old activists accuse Ezra Miller of grooming daughter with cult-like behavior. And so I read this entire article, and I gotta say, I don't think Ezra Miller did anything wrong here. I think he was trying to help out his friend. He wasn't grooming her for sex or anything. They're not in any kind of school. Her name is Takana's her name. Here she is. She's some kind of speaker or something, and she's just a friend of his who he was helping out. And I guess her parents are all pissed off that they don't have control over their daughter like they want, and so they're trying to shit on Ezra Miller and blame him and shit. So anyway, gotta take up for Ezra on this one. I think he might be a little bit insane. Probably. I don't know if he's a great person or not. But anyway, I think this was probably bullshit. Just thought I would cover it. Not better than Ezra. I know, right? Reminds me of a Norm Macdonald joke. This week, the #1 musical act in the world was Better Than Ezra. The #2 best act, Ezra. That's a brilliant joke. Rest in peace, Norm Macdonald. And folks, they're about to release the first sex robot on the market, and I'm just saying, it's so lifelike.
Through that system, you can connect the AI that you've created in the app to the robot and carry on the conversation with her that way. Once you've got that loaded and you hit chat, she just comes to life.
Good, you came back so fast, baby. I'm glad you came back that fast. Wow, baby, 10 minutes without you seems like an eternity.
Through that.
So lifelike, so lifelike. Good God, y'all. And where have I seen those dead eyes before? Oh, yeah! Dead ringer. No pun intended. Apparently, I called Ezra he. I fucked up, immediately fucked up. I'm trying, folks. I'm trying to do it. It's hard. Got new rules, and you gotta remember shit. But at least I made an effort, okay? Not my fault I'm fucking stupid. Fuck all y'all. Anyway. Dead-eyed Ivanka, look just like the dead-eyed sex doll. No soul. no spark of life. That's what Trump will do to you. And then, on the slow news day, I fell for some clickbait. Read this story, and it was like only 1% of people are smart enough to find the hidden tiger in this picture. And I found it immediately. And I was like, that can't be true. It's obvious where the hidden tiger is in this picture. In fact, every one of you should be seeing the hidden tiger right now. It's so fucking obvious. I doubt very seriously only 1% of the public is smart enough to find the hidden tiger. And if you haven't found it, it's literally written. The hidden tiger is written in the stripes on the tiger. So easy. So easy, clickbait. I don't believe I'm that smart. And then on Slew Newsweek with Dusty Smith. Yeah. Folks, have you seen the new AI art that has taken the internet by storm this week? Apparently there is a new, I don't want to call it a search engine. It's like this app. It's a website. And you go to it and you just type in whatever you want to. And the AI analyzes what you typed in and it creates pictures based on what you typed in. And everybody's been sharing their creations, been super viral. Here's mine. Chris Farley as Luke Skywalker. I typed this in. It's a Dolly Mini, if you guys want to Google that. The website is so slammed, though, that you have to, like, it telling you it's too busy to do your picture. You have to click OK, and you have to click run over and over again to make it work because it's so slammed. But anyway, nailed it. It's actually pretty impressive. Nightmare fuel, but it's also cool that AI is now creating artwork. And nailed it. Chris Farley as Luke Skywalker. I also did this one. Jordan Peterson fighting Kermit the Frog, and pretty good. Here's uppercut by Kermit the Frog, and he punching Jordan Peterson in the face, and Jordan Peterson not the worst for wear, or he is the worst for wear. Doesn't look that great, zombified, scary as fuck, but also cool. I also did this one. Bigfoot smoking crack cocaine and nailed it. Got the cocaine there. Bigfoot smoking the shit out of it. Seems to be enjoying it. Just saying, you go, Bigfoot. And now let's take a look at some other popular ones that other people did. Apparently, the courtroom sketches were popular. This one, courtroom sketch of Xenomorph from Aliens. Nailed it. He in the courtroom. He gonna get you a face hugger. Suck your life away. Here's a Discord moderator trail cam. Aw, body shaming of the Discord moderators. Apparently, Discord moderator, even the AI knows that Discord moderators are fat. I didn't say it. The AI said it, folks. The main cause of the invasion of Iraq, apparently, according to the AI, the main cause of the invasion of Iraq was George W. Bush smoking a hookah. Who could have possibly seen that coming? Maybe it's true. I don't know. Maybe the AI knows something I don't. I believe it. Here's one. Gender reveal in 9/11. Yep. That seems about right. Nailed it once again. Apparently, 9/11 was both a boy and a girl. I'm with it. Maybe it's non-binary. They, them. I'll get that right someday. And like I said, people love the courtroom. Freddy Krueger courtroom drama. Yeah. 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4 on the courtroom floor. Pretty cool. And also, like I said, nightmare fuel. Creepy as fuck. It's called, I already told you guys earlier. Courtroom sketch of Jordan Peterson and apple cider. Oh no. Apple cider not guilty. Set that apple cider free. Man, this thing's pretty damn good. I'm just saying. The future is amazing. Yeah, Dolly Mini is what it's called. Here he is. People like doing ones with Jordan Peterson. They copied off me. Fucking Lance from The Surf. Jordan Peterson in a bikini. Sorry, not beautiful. Jordan Peterson. Stop being authoritarian and trying to manipulate me into believing this is hot, because it's not. Even though he could be a Sports Illustrated swimsuit model if Sports Illustrated hired him. Here's one, Walter White Giga Chad. I'm going to say a hubba hubba. I suddenly want to be Breaking Bad all up in his guts, if you know what I mean. Ha-ha. Cats agree with me. Sexy ass Walter White. He's the one who knocks. And a few more. Karl Marx slimed at the Kids' Choice Awards, and I gotta say, nailed it. Looks exactly like Karl Marx being slimed. He got the little Bigfoot thing going on too. They slimed the fuck out of him. I guess he said, I don't know. You never say I don't know on Disney. I learned that from You Can't Do This on Television. Trail cam footage of Joe Biden. Oh, creepy as shit. Joe Biden out there hanging out with the deer on your property. You trespassing, Joe Biden. And Jar Jar Binks at the Nuremberg trial. And I think we can all agree, if anybody should be put to death for war crimes, crimes against humanity, it is Jar Jar Binks. Fuck that dude. And here's another one. Oh yeah, here's the Easter Island statues giving a TED Talk. Why not? I want to hear what they have to say. I'd be in the front fucking row. Joe Biden at a furry convention. Shh. Looks like he belongs there. Where's his costume? What kind of furry would Joe Biden be, I wonder? Probably a duck or some shit. One more, folks. One more. Slender Man working at Starbucks. Oh, no. He gonna murder y'all. Or he gonna give you a grande, cappuccino, double latte, mocha, whatever the fuck. I don't know. But it's Slender Man, so cool. And anyway, folks, I thought that was entertaining. Like I said, the whole thing is called Dolly. Let's see, I got it right here. Boom. There it is. Dolly Mini. You can just Google that and go there, but it slammed everybody showing their beautiful creations. Pretty cool, though. The future is going to be interesting. Fun, fun, fun for the whole family. And next up on Slow News Week with Dusty Smith. Yeehaw! Did you guys see this one? That's the hero section. Where am I at? Okay, I guess that was all for Slow News Week, Dusty Smith. Yeehaw. Now, folks, we're moving on to some heroes. I need a hero. And I got some for you. First off, on the hero section tonight. So this guy, a man after my own heart, he's trying to educate this young buck on why you shouldn't give a shit if people disrespect you. This is my whole fucking life philosophy. Walk away. Why the fuck you care?
His answer to you against you personally. Right now, hold on. Let me ask you a question. When you leave that door, does this person mean anything in your existence? No. Get the fuck out! What? Who cares? Well, that's not Who the fuck out? Life is too damn short for this right here. That's not the one.
I couldn't agree more, folks. When I tell everybody, who gives a shit? He disrespected me. Who gives a fuck? How insecure are you? Why do you have anything to prove to these fucking strangers? Who gives a shit what they think? Move on with your life. You'll live longer. Plus, you look better. Wisdom coming in many forms there at the convenience store. And then, folks, Mathew McConaughey. I guess it's fallen on him for some reason to tackle gun violence in this country. So he had a press conference and got a lot of views, and I had mixed feelings about it, but mostly I think he's a hero for putting himself out there. Yeah, some of it seemed like he was acting a little bit, and some of it he gave pat answers that aren't going to really solve anything, but at least he's trying. Let's listen to a few clips from his press conference.
Maite wore green high-top Converse with a heart she had hand-drawn on the right toe because they represented her love of nature. Camilla's got these shoes. Can you show these shoes, please? Wore these every day. Green Converse with a heart on the right toe. These are the same green Converse on her feet that turned out to be the only clear evidence that could identify her after the shooting. How about that? They wrote a letter.
Apparently he's from Uvalde, so he's trying to stand up and do what he can, calling for common sense common sense gun regulations, but the conservative response is exactly as dumb as you fucking would think it would be. Here's Benny Johnson, the guy from The Left Can't Meme, proving the right can't meme. Mathew McConaughey, more gun control now. Also, Mathew McConaughey, they got him, folks. They got him. I can't believe this actor dared star in roles as fictional characters who use guns, but in real life, he wants gun control. What a hypocrite he is. No, what the fuck? This is so stupid. Here's another clip from him.
And we need responsible gun ownership. Responsible gun ownership. We need background checks. We need to raise the minimum age to purchase an AR-15 rifle to 21. We need a waiting period for those rifles. We need red flag laws and consequences for those who abuse them. These are reasonable, practical, tactical regulations to our nation, states, communities, schools, and homes. Responsible gun owners are fed up with the Second Amendment being abused and hijacked by some deranged individuals. These regulations are not a step back. They're a step forward for a civil society and the Second Amendment. Look, is this cure-all? Hell no. But people are hurting. Families are, parents are.
Literally just the minimum we can do to make less of this happen. It's not going to cure it, but maybe a few less children murdered. I don't know, but like I said, this is the conservative response. Here's Breitbart News. Mathew McConaughey, who delivered a passionate plea for new gun control legislation in an address at the White House briefing room on Tuesday, has used 19 guns in 11 movies over 25 years, according to the Internet Movie Database. Oh my God! An actor used guns! Oh, can't listen to what he says about common sense gun reforms. This is what we're doing, folks. This is the thought process of conservatives who are ruling us in this country by minority now. All right, I guess I'm going to skip over the rest of that. Let's go to this one. On Heroes, oh yeah, more of this. Jack piece of shit Bick. Got him, look. He's using guns in movies, I got him. Oh, they're so fucking stupid. And Tommy Lauren got owned by a hero from the Los Angeles County Registrar's Office. Apparently, she didn't know that they could just look it up and put you on blast in public, but they can. So she out there trying to spread conspiracies about election fraud. So Tommy Lauren, Nazi Barbie, says, just received my California voting code and mail-in ballot information. Only problem is I haven't lived in California in over 2 years, and I have been registered in Tennessee for over 2 years, but it's all good. Fraud is a myth. Yeah, prove it. Proof. She proved it, folks. She has been in Tennessee for 2 years, and she got some kind of voting thing from California, so there's fraud, right? But nope. Los Angeles County Register put her on blast and said, checked, and your registration is inactive due to returned mail and would only be reactivated if you responded or voted, signing the oath attesting to your qualifications and residence. Please DM to confirm your data, and we will process a cancellation. Thanks. Love it. Whoever did this, more of this. Clearly didn't know she could be called out by election officials, but you can. It's all public record. Gotta love it. More fake patriot Tommy Lauren, who has a clothing line all made in China and has flags on it, sold to patriots. That's what they're all about. It's all about the grift, folks. And then, folks, this hero, Representative Lou, on the floor, gonna read out to you guys everything Jesus said in the Bible about gay folks.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. In March of this year, the Washington Post published an article titled, GOP Lawmakers Push Historic Wave of Bills Targeting Rights of LGBTQ Teens, Children, and Their Families. In April, Washington Post published another article titled, Some Republicans Fear Party Overreach on LGBT Measures. I just thought I would now recite for you what Jesus Christ said about homosexuality. I yield back.
Thank you, hero Ted Lieu. Need more people in Congress like this. Way to spread the good word. And then, did you guys hear about this hero waiter who saved a little kid? Let's just watch the video. Do it. Play the video. Do it. Do it. Play the video.
So I was used like a tool from God to help him.
Elated she was able to help, Flaviani Carvalho did what cops always encourage us to do. See something, say something.
We need to pay attention for the ones that in need and step forward to do something to change the situation. And I make this move to show the sign to him there.
Back in early 2021, she flashed a "Do you need help" sign where only the 11-year-old who wasn't given any food by the adults he was with at the restaurant, the child who seemed underweight and bruised, could see it. He nodded. She called 911.
We firmly believe that without her asking him if he needed help and calling 911, that he would have gone even longer without eating or drinking and continuing to be tortured at the hands of Mr. Wilson.
Lauren Day was part of the prosecution team that led to 36-year-old Timothy Wilson being convicted of false imprisonment, aggravated child abuse with a weapon, as well as additional abuse counts.
Had she not said anything, I believe law enforcement and the child protection team thought he probably could have died.
It's a relief knowing that the abuser now is paying for his crimes and that the boy now has a better chance in life.
Not only was Flaviani a witness at the trial, she stays in close contact with the little boy.
Now he's healthy. He's being loved. It's clear on his face and the way that he is acting that is much better now.
And for her, these 3 words.
Justice.
Look at this motherfucker. Apparently the kid had bruises all over his body. He was being abused by these son of a fucking bitches. And she saved his life, so hero, thank you. Thank you for being a good role model. And one more on the heroes list, and this is the first time ever, folks, an automobile has made the heroes list. You guys have heard of karma before, but you ever heard of Truckma? So apparently, this woman is being robbed by this man.
And start robbing her. And you see the bystander kind of stop there and start yelling at him or something, or at least witnessing what he's doing. He's going to grab her stuff and run off. And here it comes, friends, as he runs off. This guy in a truck seat.
Oh, yeah.
And bongs him. Absolutely plays pinball with that.
What do we learn?
Between the grill.
Let's watch it again.
Yelling at him or something. Or at least
Truckma.
witnessing what he's doing. He's going to grab her stuff and run off. And here it comes, friends, as he runs off. This guy in a truck seat.
Oof.
And
Yeah.
bongs him. Absolutely plays pinball.
I want to look where you're going, fucko.
Between the grill
What do we learn?
and the wall. And now we're going to see our driver kind of, figure out a way to get out of his pickup here and see what the heck is going on. And if you look at the news story that I've linked in the description, this moron actually lived through this. I can't believe it, but the perp did. He faces significant charges.
Dope! Better next time, truck, but hey, pretty cool. Good on you, truck. Hero this week, and now we're into overtime, folks. Who loves overtime? You love overtime. Reward me in the super chats overtime. Gonna finish up the show with a few palate cleansers, because this show is depressing as fuck, and we need something happy to send us off on a good note so we're not all sad. And first off, on the palate cleansers, this one made me tear up. I'm not going to tear up because I've read it before, but this is kind of sad, but at the same time, it's happy. Mohammed Safa tweeted, I noticed that our lovely janitor gets treated like an outcast, so I made sure to drink my coffee with him daily in front of the gate. Today, I was in a hurry to get to my office, so he came to my office with a cup of coffee and awkwardly goes, thank you for being my friend. I am going to fucking tear up at that one. Shit. A little kindness goes a long way in this world, and there's so many people out there lonely. So if you have an opportunity to reach out to somebody, do it, because it means a lot more than you actually think it does. And, did you guys see this one? Oops, that's the second one. Let's watch the first one. This guy stopped on the side of the road to rescue a kitten, and this happened. Like, oh, cute little kitty. Right on the side of the road. One little kitty. Well, I can rescue this one little kitty. No problem. I'll take care of you. Oh, what? Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. There's more.
we got a kitten problem. I'm not able. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, y'all.
Oh my gosh.
Look at all these kitties.
Who would do this?
Whole bunch of them, and regardless of what he said, he did take them all. I don't know how. Those cats really wanted to be rescued. Usually you can't like even catch a cat like that. You need like a trap or some shit. But somehow he got them all, folks. So good. Happy ending that story. Love to see it. Cute as shit. And one more, folks, on the palate cleansers. So this story is supposed to be wholesome, and it is kind of wholesome, but I'm kind of going to call bullshit on it. And even though I think this story is bullshit, it's still good and wholesome in a way. So here's what the story says. Here's what this kid's claiming. So this kid, whose name is Brandon, is autistic. And the claim is that he saw a bunch of messages that said, "Let's go, Brandon," you know, from conservatives who don't have the actual guts to say fuck Joe Biden. And he thought that the messages were actually for him, telling him to go, that they had his back. In a twist, Let's Go Brandon sign helps Minnesota boy with autism let go of his fears. Let's Go Brandon, the message flapped from flagpoles and clung to bumper stickers at the Texas RV park, where 9-year-old Brandon Brundage and his family were visiting from Minnesota this spring. Brandon has autism, which can make the world feel like a scary place sometimes. The family trip to Texas was full of new experiences and big decisions. Should he jump in the pool? Take the training wheels off his bike? The signs were telling Brandon to go for it. Brandon took the signs at their word. "Mama, the people here love me," his mother remembers him telling her. "They've got signs. They're cheering me on." Encouraged by the signs, Brandon found his courage. The training wheels came off. He took the plunge into the pool. Even though the water looked pretty cold, he walked around the RV park with his head held high, feeling like a celebrity. A coded political message meant to make someone feel bad actually made one little boy feel pretty good. A new children's book, Brandon Spots His Sign, celebrated Brandon's courage and his ability to look at the world's unkindness and see only kindness. Last week, Brandon got another nudge of support from someone with experience in Let's Go Brandon messaging, President Joe Biden. Let's Go Brandon started as a mean-spirited code, an obscenity hurled at the president by people who didn't vote for him. Brandon Brundage chose to define it differently, so I guess he took it and he made a book. Now, I don't believe the story at all. I think they're just making this shit up in order to sell books. But I mean, it's a pretty clever idea to get people to buy your book and turn the Let's Go Brandon thing into something positive. So good for you, kid. Smart mom. Good story. Made me feel good. And all right, cool. That's my material, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. Let's read some super chats. Gonna do a quick Q&A and maybe a kitty party. If you bail out, please hit the like button before you go. It's so easy to do. Also hit the bell. All of the things. I used Dolly Mini to make Pink Guy posing with Joe Biden. Nightmare fuel indeed. I know their faces are all fucked up, but it's really cool. Django Fett, what up? What up to you, Django Fett? Shoegazer Productions watching your show tonight during one of the worst heat waves Tucson has ever seen. I had to turn my air conditioner off. I'm feeling you. Been having to keep my rats cool and got really stressed when the power went out today. Thank you for keeping me sane. Hey, thank you for supporting the show. Shoegazer, good to see you tonight. Stabby Cat, what's up, Stabby Cat? Wish you could have met Joe Biden at the Furry Con. He was probably there. He just wearing a costume. And Cody Jacob became a dust buddy. Welcome to the Cool Kids. Cody, good to have you. Cat food and money, $2 from Miss Linda. And Margaret Taylor Green has drained Bramage. I know, right? She a mess. Some loot for the kitties. Say thank you. $10, Michael Ball. Generous of you. Joe LaFaro, $3. Dusty. Check out Orangutan driving golf car video. I think I've seen that one, but I'll look it up again just for you. Jupiter Quake, $10. Nothing better than catching Dusty and dancing with the green lady. If you know what I mean. I don't have any idea what you mean. That is not a drug reference, is it? Drugs are bad, okay? Thanks so much for making me laugh, Dusty. Hey, thank you so much for supporting the show, Selena. Glad to have you tonight. What kind of fan art would you like? Surprise me. All kinds, but I can't think of anything off the top of my head. My cat cannot think justly. Peterhead. Yeah, well, anybody could. That's not saying much about your cat. Ben Rodrigo, $5 willing to bet nothing comes from all that January 6th hearing. No one will be held accountable. Trash squad indeed. More tatas. Next show, please. Yep. I don't know about that. I'm about to refrain from having titty parties in the future. I don't want to get banned. But you're probably right. Nothing's going to happen from the January 6th thing. We'll see, though. Rittenhouse gets a free pass, and you'll vote it, shoot or not. I know, right? There's your double standard. We all want Mark Hamill to voice Gandalf. Says, Dusty is so dreamy. I know, right? Almost 50 years old. How's this possible? How am I getting better with age? It's just not fair. God damn. Is it sexy in here? Is it just me? By looking for trouble, he means harassing students. Guess which ones will be harassed the most? Yeah, prepare your shock face for that one. Dusty, the news used to check their sources. When? Thanks, Dusty. Here's a little something today. Hey, appreciate it. $14.99 Australian. I'll take your funny future money, Carmel G. Good to see you. Dusty, Trump intimidates people who dare to oppose him. Looks like anybody's intimidated by Trump. The dude's such a fucking joke. But like I said, the conservatives are such fucking pussies. They're the exact opposite of everything they claim to be. Seth LeBron, $5. You should watch the PBS YouTube video on skinheads. They actually started as an anti-racism movement. Mine was blown, released early this year. All right, I'll check that out. Thank you for the recommendation. Dusty, I want those January 6 protesters fully charged. Me too, but we'll see what happens. Dusty, Trump rolled the rug out for guns. Yeah, that's not surprising. That's what he do. Fruit bats, can you wish I already read that. Did I? Significant other Mustache Mullen, a happy late birthday. Glad to catch another live show. Maybe I didn't read that. What's up, Mustache Mullen? Fruit bats loves you. Great to catch the live show. Hey, great to have you, Alt Fact. Ideal Paradox. All right, I read that already. Anything pop up? Lily Eye $4.99. Thank you, Lily. I appreciate it. All right. You guys want to get one in final super chat? Go ahead. If not, that's cool too. Now we're going to do a quick Q&A. So get your questions in. How you dirty, sexy Poors doing tonight? What do you guys got to say to me? Anything cool? I usually talk about what I've been watching on television and give you guys recommendations. I've been watching that Star Trek Strange New World. I don't really like it that much, to be honest with you. But The Boys! The new season of The Boys is out, and it's glorious. Love me some fucking boys. What else have I been watching? Let's see here on the... As always, I only use this website to tell me what's on. Obviously, I legally purchase everything, and now it's making me show that I'm not a robot. F-A-S-F-H. I'm human, motherfucker. Let's see what's been. I watched this new movie, Hustle, with Adam Sandler. It's about basketball. It was okay. It wasn't too bad for Adam Sandler movie. I watched The Massive Weight of Talent with Nicolas Cage. It was okay. I don't really like Nicolas Cage stuff too much, but it was all right. I saw Last Seen Alive. Wasn't that great. Father Stew, boring. Christian drivel. What's on tonight? Nothing. Doesn't look like any new shows on tonight. Fuck my life. As always, folks, don't pirating, because pirating is the same as murder. Ooh, The Offer. I think episode 9 was the end of it, which is weird. That's a weird number to end it on. But actually, one of my favorite shows has the best opening of any show I've recently watched. Love the fucking music, the opening music to The Offer. Just makes me want to fucking groove. All right, that's what I've been up to. What you guys been watching? All right, let's scroll up. Have you read Industrial Society and Its Future, also known as the Unabomber's Manifesto? I've browsed a little bit. I've seen like documentaries on that shit. If so, what do you think of it? Fuck the Unabomber. I'm all about technology and the advancement of society. That motherfucker was, he was just sad. He even admitted that he was sad because he never had a girlfriend. This is what happens when you're so anti-fucking social. You just become miserable and want to kill everybody. Does the hero section give you hope? Yeah, I guess. I try to keep hope the best way I can. It's hard sometimes. Just watched Jurassic World Dominion in the theater today. How was it? Not my thing, but I'm sure I'll see it. Get stoned and watch Prehistoric Planet. I've seen like clips of it. It looks like they did a really good job with the animations and the FX on that show. The Boys' first episode of the new season had a catastrophic sounding accident. Dickhole. Spoiler alert, have you seen Mr. Robot? I've seen most of it. It kind of got boring to me at the end. I don't know. I know I'm in the minority there on that one. Hey, bro, your singing a religious bullshit night was probably your best yet. Outstanding job. Like, when I try to sing, I have an okay voice when I try to sing. Usually I don't try very hard because it's a lot funnier when I don't try. But thank you very much. Destiny liked a tweet with Kyle Rittenhouse and Lauren Southern. What's with this guy? He's a soulless fuck who only cares about money. And his audience, too. Like, Destiny's fans are just shitholes. Just the lowest, the scum of the fucking earth. All of you motherfuckers. Can't stand you. Fuck off. I don't need you. Did you you stop drinking beer? I stopped drinking beer a long time ago, but I've tried to stop drinking wine and have felt miserably about it. I love me some wine spritzers. It was a great movie. What? You have to be more specific. Do you think we will get bad enough to take it to the streets? If you know what I mean, no. I think anything will fucking happen. Have you seen Matt's film, What is a Woman? I've seen clips of it. I was going to talk about it, give my whole spiel on What is a Woman, but we're already 20 minutes into the show, so 20 minutes into overtime, so probably won't do that tonight. Do you like the Rolling Stones? I can't get no. No, I don't really like them, to be honest with you. Not my thing. Mr. Rod definitely fizzled out. Yeah, agreed. You pretty good, Dusty. Hey, I appreciate it. I have my moments. Yeah, Destiny is so hateable. How can anyone be a fan of him? Well, this world continuously rewards bad behavior. See, he has... When I talk about Volsh's fan base, I'm not talking about all of them, but there's like a subset of Volsh's fan base who doesn't actually give a shit about trans rights or left-wing causes. They're just 4chan monkeys whose entire mentality is built around wanting to see ownage. They want to see people get owned, and they get that. So they don't actually care about the subject matter. They're just pieces of shit that want to get people owned, and Volsh gives them that. So they're these, basically they're toxic children. Like I said, it's a small subset, not the whole thing or anything. I think for the most part, Vosh does a good job and his fan base is okay. And Destiny is even worse than that. They're just these, like I said, 4chan children who don't actually give a shit. They just want to see people get owned and watch internet blood sports. And it just makes for toxic garbage humans. Destiny used to be good. It seems like he was better back in the day. Now you don't really give a fuck except for anything about for money. I thought Destiny was logical genius that was wound too tight. I mean, he's good at what he does. He's like, I find him boring, to be honest with you. The more I watch his material, it's just him speaking very rapidly, and he's great at reciting facts off the top of his head. But it's very little personality, in my opinion, so it's dull to me. You know, I like something a little more personality, a little more oomph. Dusty, do you like metal? Normally I don't, but you know who my favorite, or one of my favorite musicians is? It's Leo Machida. I don't know how you pronounce his last name, but he's Frog Leap Studios, and his entire channel is doing metal remakes of pop songs or one-hit wonders, classic songs, and man, they're so good. So yes, I do like metal because of him. I defended Destiny for far too long, and now he's a piece of shit. Hanging out Lord Southern and Nick Fuentes, yeah, he's like beyond hope. Fuck that guy. Dusty, you're getting hotter with age. It's totally not fair. I know, right? How was this? Look over and I'm like, damn. I'd fuck me. Dusty, will you ever release electronic drugs? I doubt it. Nobody wants to hear my music, to be honest with you. That's why I don't write books, because no one really wants to read books by me. I don't know. I'm not confident. I mean, I'm confident in my ability to create music. It's just that it's more about being lucky than being good in the society. This is not a meritocracy we live in. It's about being in the right place at the right time. And if you're not, you're just wasting your fucking time. Really wish you would grow your hair long. I tried that before. It doesn't look good on me at all. It looks terrible. So, sorry. Do you celebrate the Queen's Jubilee? It's hard to believe we still have royalty in this world. And I know it's mostly ceremonial, but still, they have way too much power and money. It's so fucking stupid. Thoughts on classic cars, the 50s to the 70s? Amazing. I love fucking classic cars. I actually drive a classic car. In fact, something happened to me yesterday. I was driving my classic car. I have a 26-year-old. I literally have a classic tag on my BMW Z3 Roadster. And I was, this is speaking of road rage or how you shouldn't give a shit what other people think. Why it doesn't matter. Just go on about your life. So I was driving down my street here, and there's all these speed bumps. They literally put the speed bumps up for me. I'm pretty sure they weren't there before I moved in. Now there's all these fucking speed bumps I was driving. And so I was slowing down and going over this speed bump. And I look over this little black kid on his bike next to me. And he looks at me. He goes, man, you are way too old to be driving that mini car. Just out of the blue. Don't even know this kid. Calling me old. And so I just look at him dead as out. I was like, I know, right? And I kept going. Because who gives a shit? It's a kid. Why get butthurt over shit like that? Road rage is a dead end. True story. Silly as fuck. All right. Let's see. Let me read the super chats real quick and then we're in the show. I don't super chat often, but I do subscribe to your Patreon. Good show tonight, Dusty. Great show. Hey, even better. Thanks for the hard work. Hey, I worked hard on this show. I work hard all the time, and I do appreciate you being a hero and helping me out on the Patreon. My patron is patreon.com/codcast. There's a link in the description of this video. If you guys could help me out, please do so. I can use all the help I can get. Oh, yeah, here it is. Go there, sign up, $1 a month, $2, $10, whatever you can afford. I really appreciate it. It helps out. We do a lot of good work here at the Human Side of Mississippi Animal Sanctuary. Rescue a lot of cute little cats and shit. So, hiya, Iliad. All right, cool. All right, I'm going to skip the kitty party tonight, folks, because we're already 25 minutes into this show. I promise, next show, I want to do the kitty party. I know, we're so disappointed. But I'll be back. It's only like 3 days away, folks. Be here before you know it. The weekend will fly by. So I will see you guys on Monday as always. I do this show every Monday and Friday, 8 p.m. Central, 9 East. Be sure to join me. Hey, being here live is half the fun because you get to chat with the greatest audience in the history of YouTube. So I love the shit out of you guys. Have a good weekend out there. Do something fun to think about me. Have sex or whatnot and think about me. That would be awesome. Love you. See you soon. And as always, till next time, Logic. Fuck yes. And let's play a little Experience Machine and an original song by Dusty Smith to play us out. Good night, everybody. Go.